All right. All right. I'm streaming on y'all ass right now. Had a little technical difficulty there, but it ain't no more. All right, what's going on, family? I'm here. I'm here. I'm here. I am here. That's not what I'm trying to do. I'm on the wrong channel. All right, what's up, man? I'm here. Shout out to everybody who tuned in. I'm live right now. I am live right now, ready to chop it up with the family. Glad to have everybody here. All right, what's going on, y'all? Yes, I'm in Honolulu. A lot of people coming in the room right now. Boy, I'm nice and refreshed. Feeling real spicy. Feeling real fly. Feeling well rested. You understand me? Let me let everybody know that I'm live right now. Let me do some changes here. Let me see where I am. Hold on one second. I'm getting it together. Y'all bear with me. You know it takes me a few minutes to get this thing cracking the way I need to get it popping. Folks are coming on in the room. Shout out to everybody coming on up in the room. All right. Let me let everybody know on Twitter that I'm live. I wish that I could have the link ahead of time so I don't have to do all this while I'm live on the air. Hold on. All right. I'm letting people know on Twitter I'm doing my thing here. Okay. So what's going on, family? How are you guys doing? It's early out here in Hawaii. You know, Hawaii is like 6 hours behind the East Coast. So it's like 4 something. It's like 4:15 in the afternoon. And it's like 10:15 at night on the East Coast right now. It's like 7 in Los Angeles on the West Coast right now. So the time difference is pretty heavy. Hold on one second. Oh, come on. Facebook is acting up. Hold on. Come on, Facebook. Shit. Ugh. Damn it, Facebook. How's Facebook acting up? I'm trying to post this shit. Oh, damn. Facebook, man. Hold on. Okay. Okay. All right. Facebook tripping. Facebook is tripping. All right, what's going on, man? I'm here. Facebook is tripping, but I'm here. All right. Okay, what's going on, man? What's up? Shout out to Puzzle. Oh, the lighting in this room is a beast. All right, what's going on, Puzzle? Shout out to Puzzle. Somebody gave $5 just now. Shout out to them. What's up, my man from London? Everybody from Augusta, Georgia, how are you? I wish the lighting was better in the room. I don't know what's going on with my lighting. The lighting is kind of janky. This ain't really helping. I don't want the shit directly in my face. All right. But I am here. It's kind of dark in the room, but I'm here. In Waikiki. Glad to have everybody tuning in. A lot of stuff we want to talk about tonight. What's up, Rashonda? Y'all got your Mink Slide t-shirts? Get your Mink Slide t-shirts at minkslide.com. They're only 19 bucks. What's up, Shad? Shout out to Shad. Shad7D. My brother. So I'm out here in Hawaii. I'm doing a lot of writing out here. I'm doing a lot of writing in Hawaii. Getting the Mink Slide album knocked out, and I'm also writing on a book. I'm writing on a book out here, so I'm doing a lot of writing. And I'm out here by myself. I didn't bring the family. I'm out here solo. I needed to be out here so I could concentrate. A lot of stuff has changed out here in Hawaii. A lot of Asian, Japanese, they're out here. They got the shit locked down out here. They got it locked down out here in Waikiki. A lot of businesses out here. There was a brother out here who had a Jamaican spot, and he's gone. He moved back to Jamaica. I would like to see more black businesses out here. The barbershop, my dude, there's a black-owned barbershop, but there's a lot of Asian and other types of barbershops out here. And, I would like to see us come out here and get some of this paper with a lot of money out here. You dig? Yes, Mateo is highly active. That's my big boy. Yes, man, we're getting that Egyptian Musk album. I've been out here writing, getting the album. I got about 3 more songs to write for the album. YouTube is shutting people down on live stream. You went to college in Honolulu. That's what's up. Shout out from Lagos, Nigeria. Shout out to my Nigerian family. What's up, Ola? Everybody say what's up to Ola. The book I'm writing a book on race. Writing a book, giving my thoughts on racial issues. Well, the lighting is very bad right now, man. The lighting is very, very bad right now. Got me looking low-key crazy. Yeah. You may have Mink Slide do a show in the IE. That's what's up. What's up, Kimberly Holbert? Shout out to Kimberly Holbert. You heard they're real racist in Hawaii. Somebody lied to you. That ain't true at all. That is a big lie. They're not racist out here. No, they're not. Not from what I've seen. Would they shut Professor Black Truth down again? Would they got rid of his channel? What they do? Oh yeah, shout out to Van Lathan. If you guys haven't seen that interview, I heard that interview I did with Van Lathan from TMZ. Very good interview. You need to check that out. A lot of good game dropped in that. I want y'all to check that interview out. Yeah. Bounce the light off the wall. I'm trying to do that, see? I bounced it off the wall. It ain't really doing nothing. Let me try. I don't want the light dead in my face. Okay, so I'm trying to get this lighting right so y'all can see me. I look like a big-ass cat burglar the way I'm looking now, man. I look very dangerous. I look like one of the niggas who robbed Safari. Oh, I'm looking crazy right now. I'm looking crazy and stalkerish right now. Hold on, let me get this light, nigga. I can't get this light together. It's the best I can do. And it's going to get dark in a minute. But it's all right. It's all right. Man. When do we anticipate dropping the album? I would like to have the album ready by July or August. Yeah, by July or August. What's up, Charm World? What you say, LaCorey Lily? You say, my face looks dusty? No, nigga, that's a reflection of your grandma's titty in the computer. That's what you're looking at, sir. You're looking at your grandmother's floppy-ass elderly breast. That's what you're looking at, my nigga. It's a poor reflection. Man. The Klan is coming up. Yeah, I know they got some march down there. I think in Atlanta, April 21st. They're getting a lot of those marches ready for around Hitler's birthday. Y'all got to be on alert because of that. You got to be on alert. What's up, Miss Braxton? Where have you been, beloved? I haven't heard from you in a minute, Miss Braxton. How are you? What's up, Adam Kleinberg? Shout you out. I just shouted you out. It sounds like a fake name you're using. You dig? What's the noise is probably the this computer. It has like a little internal fan in it. The atmosphere out here is good. Very good atmosphere out here. What's up, Verla? Shout out to Verla. How are you, beloved? Verla is putting some on those melanoid ministries. Shout out to my sister, Verla. You're going to have a blessing with your name on it. Neffy Neff. Shout out to the lovely Neffy Neff. Looking like a snack. Putting some on the melanoid ministries. But I love it out here in Hawaii, man. I absolutely love it. I got me some banana nut loaf. Let me tell you something. They got these cookie places. The Hawaiian Cookie Company, they got these joints all over the place. Man, these cookies are on fleek, dude. These cookies are on fleek, I'm telling you. They got them all over. Knock it over. No, wifey's not with me. Mama Peanut is back home with the babies. Shout out to Kevin Lewis, gave $1.99. Brother, I love that. I respect that. Brother didn't have much. He said, I'm just going to put what I have. I respect that, brother. You know, I'm going to make a difference somehow. I'm going to make a difference with this $1.99. Shout out to Michael Watson. He put $1.99 on there. All right. Shout out to these brothers putting their chips together. Why is my thing not working? Having technical goddamn difficulties. Hold on. I think I need a new battery for my damn mouse. But a lot of stuff happening, man. I heard something in Nigeria. They got a big ass statue of white Jesus in Nigeria. Where's my Nigerian family? I had some people in here say they're from Lagos. I heard somebody say they're from Lagos. I'm trying to look this up. I heard they put a big ass white Jesus statue. Hold on one second. Let me look that up. Yeah. Oh my God. Africa's biggest Jesus statue unveiled. Well, this been there for a minute. Jesus the greatest. So a big fucking Jesus statue of white Jesus in Nigeria. It's a big 28-foot statue of white Jesus in Nigeria. It's huge. It's like King Kong. Big ass white Jesus. It's damn near big as the one in Brazil. You notice these countries with a majority black population, like Brazil. Because I've been to Brazil, a bunch of black people down there, especially up in them favelas. They got a big white statue around all these black folks. Now, I don't think this one is as big. I'm looking at it. From what I see, it's not as big as the one in Brazil, but it's a pretty big one. And that represents the mentality in too many African nations. Because I've been all over Africa, and I've seen too many white Jesus paintings and pictures all over Africa. And let me say this to black people. Let me say this to you, black people globally, my black people in the UK, my black people here, my black people in Africa. The reason why black people are allowing, and the key word is allow, black folks allow the white supremacists to dominate them. Black people, we're going to have to be real. We got too many black people out here protecting white supremacy. We could have gotten rid of systematic white supremacy a long time ago. The problem is white supremacy got you here. White supremacy is Ike Turner. And what did Ike Turner say? I'm in here, anime. You can't get rid of me, anime. I'm in here, anime. And that's what white supremacy is to Negroes. I'm in here, anime. White supremacy is all up in here. The fact is, and we're going to have to be very honest, too many black people like white supremacy. Let's be real. There are black people who actually like white mommy and white daddy to be in charge. You niggas like white supremacy. Let's just keep it real. Black people, too many black people globally like white supremacy. You like the idea of white mommy, white daddy taking care of you. They'll smack you up every now and then, but your mama, black mama, do that. So it's okay if white daddy smacks you up every now and then, fondle you, rape you, do whatever. It's okay. Because white daddy is going to make sure everything is all right, and I can just be a big baby. I can just sit up here and be a big fucking child. And that's how too many black people think globally. We can just fuck around, bullshit, lay up, play on the internet, shake a little ass, beg for some scraps and crumbs from white daddy, eat everything we need. That's why black folks are fat than a motherfucker all over the planet. Big jolly niggas sitting up waiting on white daddy to throw some food at them and allow them to play on the internet and give them a couple of jobs here and there. And white daddy takes care of all the politics. White daddy takes care of all the space exploration, all the industrialization of the planet. White daddy takes care of that. White daddy can take care of that. This is why whenever you go somewhere, you go around Negroes, they got a big white Jesus propped up all over the planet. Over in the United States, you go to old black folks' homes, they got a big picture of white Jesus. They're up in church singing to white Jesus. You go to Brazil, they got a big-ass, huge, monstrous statue of white Jesus. You got Africa, they got big statues of white Jesus. And this is why black folks won't go hard on white supremacy. Because when you go hard on white supremacy, where you're going in on the image of God. You understand that? When you go hard on white supremacy, it's like, no, 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 no. You don't go in on the image of God. And the truth is, black folks see God in the white supremacists. You see them as your God. You see white supremacy as your God. Whiteness is a God to you. The sleeping Negro. Whiteness is a God. That's why when it's time for black folks to get on point and bring it to white supremacy's ass, what do we have? A butter biscuit eating coon or mammy jumping out there. No, Lord, leave him alone. Bucking your eyes. Leave white daddy alone. Leave him alone, Jesus, Lord. He didn't mean it. Every time the white supremacist does some fucked up shit and people like me are going in on him. Y'all remember when that white supremacist was at that school on the bus doing some nigger chants? He was some prestigious white boy at one of those universities. He was on the there'd never be a nigger in our sorority and all that old stuff. And we were bringing it to his ass. He went and got a bunch of church Negroes to surround him and talk about, well, he knows the error of his ways and we forgive him. A bunch of white Jesus loving SAE, exactly. Y'all saw those white Jesus worshiping Negroes go and hug him up and surround him and talk about we forgive him and we give him a pass. Those Negroes are dangerous. We're going to have to be very hostile to these docile-ass Negroes. We're going to have to start being hostile to them. These niggas are in collaboration with our annihilation. You understand? If y'all niggas want to sit up and worship white mommy and white daddy at the detriment of black people collectively, you are an enemy. And the thing is, a lot of black folks got this thing where they want to speak up and say something when it's too late. Let's talk about Nigeria again. While y'all got up a damn statue of white Jesus in Nigeria, have you heard the story of this black woman who's a singer? Her name is Alizi, I can't pronounce it. It's something like that. She was a singer out there in Nigeria. She married a white man. I think he was Danish. She had a daughter. The daughter was like either 4 or 6. This white supremacist male she was married to killed her and the daughter. And there are a lot of people saying that this dude might, because he's connected and all this shit, I heard he's a billionaire. I don't know, but they talking about this dude might get off. Some people say he's Italian. Some people say he's Danish. I know he's white. Whatever white he is, he's white. I don't get caught up in that. Whatever, Danish, Italian, Croatian, he's white. You understand? And see, people got this thing where they think that cooning and bedwentering is going to save them. This is the second time this week where somebody who thought that interracial dating was going to help them, and they ended up dead. That coon brother in Sacramento, and it's unfortunate that he was killed, but we're going to have to speak the truth. In life, that brother was a coon. The brother in Sacramento. I know there's a lot of protests and marches for the dude. There should be protests against the police instead of for him. I know the dude's brother is out there talking about, we should build a library for my brother. No, your brother was not no damn activist. You don't commemorate a motherfucker just because they got shot. You understand? We got these Negroes out here now, and I'm going to get on that in a minute. We got these Negroes now who think we should elevate people to Martin Luther King and Malcolm X status just because they done got shot. No. You commemorate a person's life. You don't commemorate how they died. You don't be a coon all your fucking life, get shot and be like, oh damn, we about to build a library for your ass. For what? A coon library? What you gonna build? The dude was a coon in life. That's a harsh reality. The shit that dude was saying was horrible. You understand? The dude was a coon in life. And that's the thing. People want to live that coon life, and then when something happens to them, they come creeping back over to black society. No, it's like insurance. You don't neglect paying your insurance premium and then ease back over once your car wrecked. Hey, Mercury Insurance, I know I haven't paid my premium, but hey, big head, no. Don't work like that. It don't work like that at all. And we got too much coonery out here, too much bedwenchery. Got a lot of bedwenchery out here. And these white supremacists are becoming very hostile to the bedwenches. The white supremacists are very hostile to the bedwenches. They're killing these women out here, unfortunately. Hold on one second. Somebody's calling my front gate. I got somebody here. Yeah, they're killing sisters, unfortunately. Unfortunately. Hold on one second. Oh. And there are several videos of these white supremacist males dating these sisters, and they're getting very hostile with these women, calling them all types of niggas. I posted something on Instagram earlier. Let me play it. Let me play it here. I'm trying to look for the actual video. But I put it on Instagram. I just play it here. I'll play it and show it on screen. Hold on one second. Y'all bear with me. Let me show y'all this. And hopefully you guys can hear it. Come on, Instagram. All right. This is a racist white supremacist dating his sister. and he's going off on it, and they're fighting. Hold on one second.
So it's okay. Hold on.
Hold on. Hold on. Here.
Racist. Bitch. You racist.
Black people say we racist, but you racist.
No, bitch. Y'all don't call me.
Bitch, you stupid.
It's okay.
You stupid bitch. That's what you are.
It's alright. Everybody on Facebook.
I don't give a fuck, nigga. I don't give a fuck.
I don't give a fuck.
Bitch, I don't give a fuck.
So
if you want, bitch.
It's okay. Darnell CJ.
I'll drag your ass out this motherfucking bitch.
I told you I fight hard, hoe. You gonna have to fight me hard, bitch. I got 2 brothers, bitch. Yeah, hoe. Yeah, hoe.
Still been red over my fucking carpet.
Bitch, if we're on live fighting, hoe, and I just whooped you.
Bitch, I didn't even...
Yeah. Whew. That hoe got me fucked up. No, bitch, I got it all on live, hoe. I got it all on live.
Okay, all right. So, a lot of folks were told that, especially with Ebony and Ebony Magazine, and did y'all hear that pretty good, by the way? Did y'all hear that? The Root and Ebony and Madame Noir, all those people told you, stop dealing with brothers and go get you a zaddy. They said, go get you, zaddy is much better. Zaddy appreciates you, right? Go get you a zaddy. Zaddy knows how to treat you, all right? But that's what zaddy is doing. And there's a lot of cases like that. When zaddy gets mad at you, all of a sudden you become a dumb bitch hoe nigga. Right when zaddy gets mad, you become dumb bitch hoe nigga. And my thing is, zaddy was like that before. You notice these videos. I can show a whole bunch of these videos where these sisters are with these white supremacist males and they're hemming them up. And from what I see, these women are used to these dudes calling them nigga and all that shit. And then they want to start filming when the white supremacists get the swinging, then they want to film it. But he's called you nigga before. And that's my thing. You sat your ass up and let it go down. And now it's gotten to the point you give them an inch, they take them out. Now they whooping your ass. And you notice when white zaddy starts whooping ass, all of a sudden she's calling nigga names. I'm going to get Darnell. I'm going to get Tyrone. Now you're calling Negro names. I'm going to get Rodney. I'm going to get Maurice. I'm going to get Darnell. I'm going to get Lakeith. So now you're calling the Negro names, huh? Because Brad is putting the pause on you. Now you're looking for Taquan. Oh, really? But Taquan wasn't shit, according to the Root and Madame Noir. Taquan and Darnell ain't shit. Tariq ain't shit. He don't appreciate you like Zaddy. Okay? And Zaddy done tied you up and decapitated your ass and put you on a freezer somewhere. But can't nobody treat me like Zaddy. And I'm not just beating on the bed wenches. You know, there's coon niggas too. Again, there's coon ass niggas who be thinking the same way. But the bed wenches really got it twisted. You dig? See, the bed wenches really lie to themselves. Negroes, you got to be a hardcore coon to lie to yourself, because you know the reality and the threat is there every day. When you walk out the door, the threat of white supremacist extermination is right there with you every day. It's not as pronounced with the sisters. So a lot of sisters can lie to themselves when they get with Zaddy. You think, I'm going to just lay up under Zaddy and that's going to be a safe place. You understand? Sean, why y'all asking me about these other people? I don't really watch them. Y'all please stop asking over and over about other people. Shout out to, let me see, shout out to Dingle Man. How much would it cost to get me in Tampa? I don't know. We got to talk. I've been chilling out. A lot of folks have been trying to get me to do lectures in certain cities. I've been chilling out on that for a minute because I'm real funny style. And I've been turning down lectures all year. People have been offering to have me go all over the place. You notice the only places I'll do lectures are with promoters that I already have relationships with. Like my man over there in the UK, I got a relationship with that cat, so I've worked with him before several times. So I've been chilling out on the lectures because I know that the feds and all of these people have folks on me. You understand? I know the FBI and all these people watch me. They're watching me now. Hello, FBI. They're tracking my movements. They watch me. They've been to my home. So I know they watch me. I know they track me. And I know they put people on me to try to sabotage. So I got to be very careful with the way I move and who I do lectures with. This is why I like to put together my own events. But I know I'm already cognizant of the fact that they got the feds. They own me. They got people on me. So I'm very careful about who offers me money to go do a lecture somewhere because they'll put me when I was in South Carolina. That audience was full of fucking informants. When I started looking at some of the shit in hindsight, even when I was there, I kind of saw what was going down. And he said, why would the FBI watch me? Because I'm very influential, unfortunately. And I say that unfortunately. It was something that I never really meant to do. This is why the white media, they labeled me a black leader. That's their label on me. They've labeled me a black leader. You understand? Which I don't consider myself a black leader, but it doesn't matter. They've labeled me a black leader. And with me, a lot of shit that I do, it gets picked up by the international media. It just happened like that. Nothing that I set out to do intentionally. But it's just something that happened. You dig? I already know for a fact that they got an FBI file on me. They've been to my house. I mean, they've been to my home. You dig? And I'm the go-to black activist, for real, who's not in the pocket of the corporations. You understand? I'm not in the pocket of the Democratic Party or none of these people. I know that. So, they got a lot of, that's why you look at, there's a lot of people who try to put out these slanderous videos about me, these anonymous people. That's Fed shit. That goes back to Dr. King. When you look at Dr. Martin Luther King, and, they just had a celebration of the 50th anniversary of him getting assassinated. What's interesting to me, all these fake-ass Negroes, these old Negroes come out there, ooh, Dr. King, I love him so much. I was marching with him, and me and Dr. King were so close. Do you know Dr. King was surrounded by nothing but informants? Dr. King had informants left and right up his ass. Them Negroes didn't like Dr. King back in the day. I really wish these niggas stopped lying. These niggas remind me of what Snoop said about Tupac. Snoop said, you got a lot of rappers out here doing stuff, want to do these records with Tupac's vocals, and Tupac didn't even fuck with these folks. Tupac didn't even like these people when he was alive. Tupac wasn't fucking with none of these people. Not only was he not fucking with them, he didn't like them. You understand? Same thing with Prince. Just like with Prince, you got people like Justin Timberlake. Prince didn't fuck with no Justin Timberlake, but then you got Justin Timberlake all doing tributes of Prince. And you dig? Same thing with Dr. King. With Dr. King, he had some of the most prominent preachers trying to discredit him. You had one dude, Elder Mitchell. Look up Elder Mitchell. He was a very popular preacher at the time. He was like an old-time preacher going back to the 1930s and 40s. He was very popular. Elder Mitchell. I want y'all to look that name up. Elder Mitchell. He was a very, very popular black preacher back in the day. And Elder Mitchell would throw shots at Dr. King. He would shit on Dr. King. Elder Mitchell would shit on Dr. King publicly all the time. And Come to find out, Elder Mitchell was working with the feds. Elder Mitchell was working with the feds, just like a lot of them. A lot of those folks were working with them boys. You understand? And with Dr. King, understand this. All these niggas come out here talking, ooh, March on Selma, I love Dr. King. Dr. King, a lot of those black churches would not let Dr. King up in those churches. A lot of those churches would not let Dr. King come up in there. Those niggas were shook. Oh, don't bring all that shit around here. Lord Jesus, Lord, don't bring all that. You gonna get us blown up like them girls down there in Alabama. Lord, niggas was on that back then. Don't let nobody fool you. Don't let nobody fool you. Those niggas were bucking their eyes harder than they bucking them now. These fake Negroes, they were scared, man. They were front. Look up, go get the movie The Spies of Mississippi. Spies of Mississippi. Boy, do you know half the niggas was informants? It was just loaded with informants. These niggas were lining up to be informants down there, man. Look up, I think you can see that movie on Netflix, The Spies of Mississippi. These Negroes were lining up to be informants, man. That's why I don't like that black leader thing put on me. Hell no, I don't want to be no black leader, because through what happens, you just going to have a bunch of coons and bedwenches lining up to go after me. It's too easy for the white supremacists to get coons and bedwenches. Boy, they'll break each other's neck, which they do now, trying to harm or discredit me. They already try to do that, so I ain't no goddamn leader. I'm a fucking R&B singer, goddammit, with the Mink Slide album coming out this summer. What's up, DJ Scrap Dirty? See, Baynard Rustin was sexually involved with a white dude? Yeah. Yeah, Dr. King, even his photographer was a damn informant. And I mean, the Black Panthers, forget about it. They were loaded with informants. Boy, how they did Fred Hampton. Boy, that dirty ass coon who did Fred Hampton like that. Oh, that goddamn coon. That coon gave the FBI the blueprints and a layout of my brother's apartment, so they'll know how to go in there and assassinate him. And that coon ass nigga got $300. That coon nigga who snitched on Fred Hampton, a powerful brother, powerful brother, got that brother assassinated in his sleep, got $300 fucking, and they put that nigga in witness protection. And then this nigga got the informant. He got killed around 1990. Got ran over by a car. That nigga lived like a rat and died like a rat. Big Gregory said King was surrounded by informants. Absolutely he was. William O'Neill, exactly. That's how you die like a rat. He got ran over by a car like a fucking rodent. Like a rodent rat. You dig? So that's how we got to look at that. And again, that's why I don't really do too many public events with new promoters. I got to know you. You dig? And I like to just put together my own events, you know, with my own team, my own security, and all that stuff. I like to do it like that. But the thing is, we got to understand now where we are. Where are we now? There's a lot of people in the room. Shout out to everybody in the room. Go to minkslide.com. Get your Mink Slide shirts. Minkslide.com. But when we look at what's happening now with all of these executions and the family members of these people coming out, bucking their eyes and tap dancing and cooning, the thing is, a lot of folks don't really want justice. A lot of black folks, again, you're still in love with white mommy, white zaddy. You think that you deserve to be shot every now and then. That's why when it comes to talking about white supremacy, Negroes are programmed to talk about other shit because you are afraid. Our sister Frances Cress Welsing said, hey, black people are simply afraid to talk about white supremacy. So Negroes will try to act tough and talk about something else. You know, I get Negroes every day hit me up, man, fuck all that white supremacy talk, man. We ain't talking all that white supremacy. Man, let's talk about something else, man. Fuck all that. Tariq love talking about that old white supremacy shit. Those are niggas who are scared. You're not fooling nobody. Nigga, you scared. You are scared. And Dr. Welsing said, hey, let's talk about being afraid. But we're going to have to talk about white supremacy. Even if you're talking about how afraid you are, you're going to have to talk about it because you keep running into it. All we've done for the last 400 years was talk around white supremacy. You know, in the last 400 years in the North American continent, we have not talked about white supremacy directly. We talk about everything else. Look, during slavery, we talk about freedom. We didn't talk about white supremacy because we really didn't understand it. We thought if we got off the plantation, everything was going to be all right. We didn't realize that the whole country became a plantation. So you had to go to the Underground Railroad or whatever. You had to go hide out for the rest of your life, or you could go to a free state or whatever, but you still were limited in your actions and your movement because we're still in the system of white supremacy. You understand? But freedom, so-called freedom in another state, you're living in a black area, whatever, that's better than being on a plantation, but you're still in a complete system of white supremacy. So we've never, ever talked directly, collectively, about white supremacy. We've never done that. That's why you cannot come up with a solution to something that you won't even acknowledge. You can never come up with a solution to something that you won't even acknowledge exists. We always try to make it something else. Well, all we got to do is get an education. Ain't gonna be no white supremacy. All we need to do is read, learn how to read, write, and arithmetic. For 3 hours, the reading, the writing, and the arithmetic. That's education won't even save you. And it's good to be educated. I'm not knocking education. But the white supremacists don't give a shit about how educated you are. They don't give a shit about how educated you are. You dig? They don't care at all. Hold on. Hold on. Let me give y'all an example of something. Let me see if I can find this clip. I want to play this. Hold on. I want to find the small clip of it without the clickbaiting. Hold on. You know, there's that kid who went to, he applied to 19 different schools. He applied to 19 different schools. Hold on. Damn, I want to play it. I want to play the link. Hold on. But there's so many damn clickbait videos. Let me see this up.
But this is sort of brought on this.
Hold on, where's the video? Oh, there's this kid. I want to play the clip. Hold on.
And he got full rights to all of them. Full rights. Full rights. So he has this pitch, right? The video went.
I want to play this clip. Where's the clip? This kid, this teen, black teen, he got accepted and he applied to 19 colleges. Smart as hell. He got accepted to all 19. And I would play the clip, but it's kind of janky. It's 20 schools. Okay, it's 20 schools. My bad. My bad. Fox 5. Let me see. Fox 5 DC. I want to play what these demonic white supremacist females said about this kid. Fox 5. Hold on. Fox 5. Let me try to find it real quick so I want y'all to see it for yourselves. Okay, I'm getting these clickbait fucking videos. Okay, I think this is it. Hold on. I'm getting too many clickbait videos.
So it has sparked the discussion, though, of how many schools you should apply to. And you...
Okay, let me try to play it on my phone so you guys can hear it. Let me try to do it that way. That's the bad thing about YouTube, you get a lot of these clickbaiters. You try to click on something, what up, everybody? Is that type of shit. A whole bunch of folks do that. People are so uninteresting, they got to use other people's videos to get people to click on this. I really hate that. Hold on. Let me look it up on my phone. Okay, hold on one second, guys. I'd like to be a little bit more prepared, but it is what it is. Okay. Okay, hold on. Where is it? Okay. All right.
Single one. Michael Brown is his name. You're talking.
Come on. Come on.
Single one. Michael Brown is his
name. Can y'all hear this?
Yale, Harvard, Princeton, literally all of them. But this has sort of brought on this, and he got full rides to all of them. Full rides. So he has this pick, right? The video went viral, all this stuff. So it has sparked the discussion, though, of how many schools you should apply to. And do you think it's a little ridiculous that this kid applied to 20, taking away a spot and basically waitlisting another kid? Yeah. Well, probably most people won't agree with me, but I actually think it's ridiculous to apply to 20 schools. I do. I'm urging my children not to. Yeah. I mean, he could have applied to 5. He would have gotten in all 5. It would have been equally as impressive. 10 would have been impressive. And you can Google as many articles as you want. Admissions officers will say on average you should apply to 4 to 8 schools, right? So you think this is a little obnoxious? I think it's a little obnoxious because you can only go to one. Right. You can only take one full ride. And you are taking a spot from someone else who worked really hard. And you are taking a spot from someone else who worked really hard.
Okay. Did y'all hear that? Now, this is for the black folks who say, man, if we just work hard, man, all we got to do is just work hard. If we work hard and get the education. This boy got accepted to 20 damn schools. He worked hard. He got an education. And they're on TV hating on this kid. Full ride, genius kid. Well, he's obnoxious for applying to all of those schools. He's taken away from other kids who deserve to go, meaning they're trying to make it seem like it's some affirmative action or some bullshit. Boy, he's kind of obnoxious, ain't he? Applying to all of those schools. So there goes there. All we got to do is get an education. That's called white supremacy right there. That's white supremacy right there. They don't give a fuck about how well you do. And you're supposed to do well, by the way. I'm not knocking you and trying to get people to downgrade and not do well, but it doesn't matter. When you do well, you're still going to have to deal with some white supremacy. You ain't running away from that. They're shitting on the kid for getting accepted into all those schools. Now, if that was a white kid, they would have a statue of his ass somewhere. They would have him on the cover of Time magazine as the genius whiz kid. What y'all don't understand, black success is the thing that ticks the white supremacists off more than anything. That's where y'all get shit fucked up. We think if we just work harder and just show them how good we are, they're going to accept us and love us. Nigga, that's the thing that makes them despise you. When you start doing as well or even better than them, there's a target on your back. I really wish black folks understand that shit. When you do better than them, there is a target on your back. If you play better, if you work harder, if you work more effectively, there's a target on your back when it comes to them. They'll use their system against you. Then they'll rely on their system. They do not like us doing better than them in any way, shape, or form. This is why they love the fact that these white coaches are putting their Negro players in check. They love that. They love the fact that the Negro players are being talked down to by the Trumps and the white supremacist owners. These white supremacists, they love that. Yeah. Michael Bennett, arrest his black ass. Put him in his place. Learn to watch your mouth. They love making well-to-do Negroes bow down. They love making well-to-do Negroes bow down. What's up, Mama Peanut?
live stream?
Yes, I am. Say what's up to everybody. Say what's up to everybody. You're live, Mama Peanut.
I don't see me.
You don't?
Tripping.
All right. Well, look at them edges. You got edges like a single mother. What's wrong with them edges?
What the hell are you talking about? My edges.
What are y'all doing over there?
We just came back from Malibu.
Oh, is that Mateo in there making all that noise?
Yeah.
I just let somebody in the gate. Who came over?
What?
Did y'all order food or something? I just let somebody in the gate.
No, we didn't order food. Your mom just left.
Okay. Who is that? Hey, Siri. What's he looking at? What's up, Siri? He looks tired. Oh, Lord. Okay. All right, let me get back live. I'll call you when I'm done.
Okay.
All right. That is Mama Peanut. That was Mama Peanut. Man. But, what was I saying, family, before I was disturbed by Mama Peanut? What was I saying? Man. No, I said I almost forgot the kids' name. No, we got so many damn kids, we forget their names. Yeah, Mateo, TJ, we get their names. We always do that. Yeah, I heard about that article where some of the Mexican gangs were firebombing. They admitted to firebombing black people's houses, and they were working with law enforcement. They were allowed to do that. I've said that a long time ago. A lot of the Mexican gangs are aligned with the Aryan Nation in the prisons out there in L.A. I've talked about that many, many times before. So they were allowed to do all that stuff. You dig? Now, what was I talking about earlier? I was talking about something earlier, and I forgot what it was. Yeah, Peanut is very beautiful, sexy thing. I have 4 children. And all my children live with me. Well, my daughter, her ass, I got her a car, so I don't know where the hell she. I got my daughter a car, and her ass be ripping and running. But all my children live with me. I'm not one of these niggas with kids all over the fucking place that I ain't seen in 8 years. I'm not. No. All my kids are under my roof. You dig? That's one thing. We got to be real. Let me talk about that for a minute. Black folks, black men, ladies, we're going to have to be serious about these children. We're going to have to be serious about these children. Now, we got some trolls in the room. I need my mod, y'all get these trolls up out of here so we can talk some real shit. When we're trying to talk real, these goofballs, and many of them are white supremacists, by the way. Many of them white supremacists, many of them are coons, but we're going to have to get them the fuck out of here. You dig? What's up, TC Carl? Much respect to you. Come on, man. Y'all, I'm seeing bullshit up in the room. Yeah, I'm seeing bullshit up in the room. That's the thing. Get these assholes up out of here. Where the mods? The mods, y'all slipping. You dig? But what was I saying? I was about to say something. See, that's the thing. I'm losing my train of thought. Oh, yes. Children. We got to get our children getting together. We got to make sure these children are straight. We got to make sure our children are right. We can't let our children be hanging out here. Can I read your screenplay? I can't read your screenplay because I don't want it to be similar to something that I did. Then I do a movie and then your ass get out here talking about we stole it from you. So we don't really take unsolicited material. You got to be very careful about that. So don't send your scripts. I won't even, no. Don't send your script. Because niggas love to try to sue. You dig? They'll try to sue you by saying they gave you the idea. Yeah, I'd like to get $15 million. I gave Tariq the idea for Hidden Colors. Yeah, it was me. I gave him a script, and I had gave him the idea for Hidden Colors 15 years ago. I had wrote the script, and I sent it to him, and he stole my idea. I need compensation. Right now, I'm living in a van. I'm going to need a new van. I'm going to need reimbursement to give to the county for the food stamps that I've received for the last 10 years. You know, niggas be trying to, I hate when dumb niggas be trying to talk legalese. As per my last email, I would need further compensation if I failed the script. What I would like, first of all, I would like a per diem daily of $45. Then I'm going to need gas money as per the previous email. I mean, niggas, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Oh, I hate when niggas be trying to talk legalese. Stop. You do. But what was I saying? I was talking about the children. I was talking about the children. There's always it's always a mush mouth nigga trying to talk all that bullshit. You know, niggas always got the mush mouth trying to talk legalese. See, what I'm trying to disseminate is a compensation that is worth the equitable work that I'm doing as far as the contractual agreements. See, what I'm trying to persuade is basically a revitalization of the contractual means. Then I give out the precipitations of the materials. And then once you look over that, I'll have my lawyers look over that, and then we can congratularize, and then we can get the paperwork together, then we can get the monies and the financial capital, then we can utilize that to build on a structure that will be cohesive to both of the comprehensive parties. Nigga, what the fuck are you talking about? That nigga went to jail for 3 years for failure of child support, and that nigga done read a couple of books. That nigga went to jail and read Message to the Black Man by Elijah Muhammad. So now this nigga, he thinks he's a wordsmith. You're just making up shit. You know? What's my feelings on Malema, South Africa? Love Malema. Love what Malema's doing. Malema is doing the right thing. That's a warrior for justice. I love what Malema's doing. Love it. Love it. Shout out to my family in South Africa. Love South Africa. Love the brothers and sisters out there in South Africa. But what I'm saying, family, we got to make sure these kids are cool. Stop half-assing with these babies. We got to start raising children to think like warriors. We got to have, we're in a war. The white supremacists are waging a war on us. Another thing, we got to stop protesting. Please stop all this protesting. I'm seeing black people just march around in circles. Who are you protesting to? Who are you protesting to? There's nobody to protest to. Who are you protesting to? Nobody gives a fuck about us. We're looking for white mommy and white daddy to save the day. Let's go back to that. I was talking about that. We are still protesting and marching is basically begging white mommy and white daddy to stop. That's what protesting and marching is. We just going to march in a circle, and that's what white mommy and white daddy wants you to do. White mommy and white daddy wants you to march around in a circle. You dig? They want you to march around because they know you ain't going to do shit. They'll even march out there with you. They will march out there with you and march in a circle and be like, hey, look, I'm your friend. I'm your buddy. Yo, 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 yo. I even talk black. Yo, yo, yo. Word to your mother. Yeah, Trump ain't shit. Word to your mother. They'll even talk about other white supremacists and march in a circle with you. And then when you go on a jury, and they'll secretly get their asses on that jury pool and vote not guilty to a white supremacist who done murk your ass or murk your family member. And let me say this. You want to see who's a white supremacist, who your buddy is? Because when I was on Van Lathan's show, we were talking about alt-right Andy. He was like, do you think alt-right Andy is really a white supremacist? Yes. Let me tell you something. Black people, if you were on a trial or let's say one of your loved ones got killed and the race soldier was on trial, would you want alt-right Andy or Michael Rappaport on the damn jury of a race soldier who killed your loved one? Ask that question and be very real. Me? Hell no, I wouldn't. Fuck all that yo bullshit. Yo, word to your mother. Would you want alt-right Andy or Michael Rappaport on a jury pool of a race soldier who killed one of your relatives? Would you want them on the jury? Because let me tell you something. The yo is going to stop. I promise you that. It ain't no yo. They're team white supremacy when they get around other ones. It ain't going to be no fucking yo no more. You understand? Ain't going to be no more yo. It's going to be not guilty. You understand? I ain't never impressed by that yo. Fuck a yo. I don't need yo. Fuck all the yo. We don't need that. And black folks, let's get off that. That's the new thing now. Have you noticed that? That's the new thing where you get these white people who, quote unquote, acts black and come up by acting black. Some people even say, well, they're emulating black culture. Let me say this. And you got a lot of these not YouTube, but Instagram chicks. I like that Whoa Vicky chick. She seems off. And the Catch Me Outside, how about that? These people, they get propped up. And that's supposed to be black culture. We got to stop allowing them to decide what black culture is. To them, the dominant society, black culture is you looking, acting, and sounding stupid. You understand what that is? That's a major diss to black people collectively. That, meet me outside, how about that? That's, ooh, she's acting black, meaning she's acting stupid. Meaning she's acting dumb. Like that Whoa Vicky chick is insanely stupid. She talks ridiculous. And then people try to put that on us. No. I don't own that. I don't be like she's a culture vulture. No, that ain't me. That ain't what my culture is. My culture ain't walking around talking that stupid ass bullshit. So that ain't my culture. I'm not even offended by that. Let her talk like that. That ain't my culture. Talking that dumb bullshit. Yo, catch me outside. How about that? That ain't my fucking culture. That's dusty fucking hood rat bullshit, which ain't my damn culture. We're going to have to define what black culture is. And I'm saying black culture should be black empowerment and fighting white supremacy. You understand? That's what black culture should be. That's my culture. Because see that yo, that's supposed to be hip hop. You understand? They kind of put that on hip hop. But when you look at hip hop, let's go deep. Understand, when you look at hip hop, the origins of hip hop had 5 sections of it. There's 5 rules of hip hop. It's graffiti, it was b-boying, it was DJing, it was MCing, it was beatboxing, and or fashion, by the way. And there was another one. It was knowledge. You had to have knowledge. You understand? That was another element of hip-hop. Knowledge. Another element, that's right, that's what I meant. But one of the main elements of hip-hop in early hip-hop was always knowledge. You had to have a certain consciousness because you understood the situation you were in with hip-hop. You understood the situation, and hip-hop was born from as an answer to white supremacy. Let's get deep into some history here. There was a city developer in New York. I think his name was Robert Moses. Where are my New York people? Where are my New York people? It was a city developer in New York named Robert Moses. I think that's his name. He developed a lot of stuff in New York, going all the way back to the 1930s. Got it? Am I right about that name? Sometimes I'm real bad with names because I be trying to cram so much shit in my mind. But it was Robert Moses who was a big white supremacist. And he designed a lot of the neighborhoods in New York, the expressways, the parks, and he did it along racial lines. He said, look, I'm going to make a bridge a certain height so that black people can't, because black people take the buses, and we know that black people, the buses won't go this way. And I mean, he designed the whole city and did all that urban renewal and helped bring up the projects. And a lot of the projects in the Bronx were designed by him. You understand? He developed the highways, and it was all on some racial shit. It was that urban renewal, so the black neighborhoods that were thriving, let's put a freeway in there, and then we'll move the people to Marcy projects and to the Bronx River projects. So he was creating all this shit. It was white supremacists very cognizantly making these things. Oh, I had a prison moment right now. He's very conscious of these racialized movements because he knew what was going to happen. He knew that he was going to fuck the Bronx up and turn it into a damn war zone by creating freeways to get the white people out, take the tax dollars up out of it, and just leave the shit abandoned for black folks to just run amok. So they knew, they designed it for that. The Bronx was designed to fail. The Bronx in the 70s, they designed that shit to fail. So they took all the resources out. So you had all these poor people in the Bronx, and then you had these white landlords who would pay people to burn the buildings down. And then they would blame the black people, like, oh, look at them, they're burning up their own communities. So they had these dilapidated buildings, so instead of just selling them, you can get tens or even hundreds of thousands of dollars from insurance companies that just burn the shit down. So those white building owners who owned those buildings in the 1950s and 1960s, they were burning them shits down crazy and getting the payout. So the Bronx was a war zone. The Bronx was a war zone. So the people there, they decided to come up with a code. The people in the Bronx decided to come up with a code of their own. They're like, look, we don't have anything. They tore down our buildings. We ain't got no music classes. Let's create a culture around our music. We got this brother who came in from Jamaica, Cool Herc. He has a sound system, and whoever had sound systems, that was the dude. So my man started playing the break records, so they started having these break parties where they would play the break records and then come up with their own dances to try to cope with their surroundings. That's what hip-hop was. They were coping with what was happening around them. And this was a way to keep them out of the streets. They were like, look, because it's violent, we got these gangs out here, so let's just try to do something so we're not so violent. Let's try to do something to get our mind off the violence, and we'll battle the motherfucker, we'll rhyme. Instead of us killing each other, because that ain't doing shit. We're killing each other, that ain't helping. So let me rhyme against you. So whoever has the best rhyme, that's the dude. Instead of me stabbing you and all that old shit. You understand? I'm giving you the mentality. They were generating a code. They were generating a code of conduct. Now, there was still some stabbings and all that. That didn't eliminate it altogether. But that dissipated a lot of the bullshit. Then they said, instead of a gang, we'll have the Zulu Nation. So they started getting a code. We're going to compete to see who's the best breakdancer. So instead of us fighting, let's dance against each other. Instead of us fighting, let's see who puts the best graffiti up. Instead of us fighting, let's see who's the best DJ, who has the best crew, who can dress the best, who's fly, who can spit. So they were getting a code. It wasn't about no stupid ass yo bullshit. It wasn't about no stupid shit. It was just the opposite. They were trying to get away from the stupid shit. Hip-hop was really about not doing stupid shit and doing something constructive based on their own rules. You understand? And then they tried to pass it as a one-off, like, oh, it's just a fad. But then they kept it going, and it kept growing, and it kept growing. Then it became influential, and these people who were from this desolate area that the white supremacists destroyed, now all of a sudden the world is looking at them like, hey, we want to bring them to London, we want to bring them to the Netherlands, we want to bring them overseas. Now they're becoming influential. Now they're influencing culture, other cultures. You understand? And remember, going into the 80s, hip-hop wasn't on that stupid-ass yo-yo-yo bullshit. It wasn't. You had people who were teenagers, like Rakim, even Run DMC. These dudes were spitting. I'm light-skinned. I live in Queens. I went to St. John's University. You know, they talk about going to college. You understand? Hip-hop wasn't on no stupid shit back then. It wasn't. As a matter of fact, it got to the point where whoever had the most intricate rhymes, who can out-rhyme and use words in a way that's more creative, that was the one who was the dude. It became more and more conscious. The shit started getting more conscious. So instead of just DJing and rapping, they were putting knowledge. Knowledge was getting back up to the forefront because knowledge has always been an element of hip hop, but they were pushing knowledge to the forefront. So when you had the Rakims coming and the Big Daddy Kanes coming, these dudes were spitting some real fucking knowledge. Kumo D was spitting knowledge. Truth be told, NWA was spitting knowledge. NWA wasn't on the yo-yo-yo-yo. They were talking some real shit. The Straight Outta Compton album was a very revolutionary album. The Straight Outta Compton album, if you look at it, it was a very revolutionary album. You had KRS-One, Public Enemy. They would talk about the streets because that was the reality, but they would always talk about what's really popping and what we should be doing. So where did we get the yo-yo-yo dumb shit? You dig? The yo-yo-yo dumb shit came later. When the white supremacists just took control of everything. That's when it got to yo-yo-yo dumb shit. Remember, you had Poor Righteous Teachers, X-Clan, Brand Nubian. These dudes were spitting heavy shit. Ice Cube's solo album, he's spitting some real shit. You dig? You know where the yo-yo-yo dumb shit came from? Vanilla Ice, Marky Mark. That's where the yo-yo-yo dumb corny fuck shit came from. It came from them. Truth be told, that's where the goofball bullshit came from. It came from the white rappers. Think about that. Think about it. The people who started blowing up with the yo-yo-yo dumb shit, the Beastie Boys to a certain degree, no, but Russell was sure to kind of market them as the rock dudes, the rock rappers. So they were the party dudes. So, you know, we knew that these are just crazy white boys. These are crazy white boys. No, it wasn't even Flavor Flav. No. Flavor Flav to a certain degree, but Flavor Flav was a Trojan horse for Public Enemy. Flavor Flav was a Trojan horse for Public Enemy. Chuck knew, okay, look, if we want to get white America, we got to give the yo-yo-yo nigga out here cooning to open the door because that's who they like. And then when they open the door, we're going to hit them with this real shit. You understand? So Flav was something that the white supremacists liked. So they would gravitate, and they still gravitate towards him. And understand when Vanilla Ice, and this is, I'm telling you, the yo-yo-yo dumbass bullshit, really, it was Vanilla Ice and those dudes who really brought that game to the table. Remember on Arsenio Hall, because people were getting Vanilla Ice's ass about that. Remember, back then, there was a code. So if you want some dumb shit, the rest of the hip-hop community did not fuck with you. The streets did not fuck with you. that Tekashi shit would not have flown one bit back then in the late 80s, early 90s. It would not have flown at all. Tekashi, all that nigga this, he would have got his ass stomped on site anywhere he went for real back then. So when Vanilla Ice was, yo, word to your mother, yo, 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 all that, the hip-hop community and just black folk, we were like, what is this? What the fuck is this? What the fuck is this? The hip-hop community didn't fuck with no damn Vanilla Ice. And people would criticize Ice. And Vanilla Ice, he went on an Arsenio Hall show. And he was like, yeah, Flavor Flav, come on over here, Flav, that's my dude. So he's up there with Flavor Flav. He brought Flavor Flav out. Like, yeah, man, I'm down because I'm down with Flavor Flav. It was that type of shit. And Flav, Flav out there cooning, yeah, So Vanilla Ice was like, yeah, I'm acting like this guy right here. I'm acting like him, so I'm cool. And y'all love Flavor Flav and Public Enemy, and I'm cool with him. So, hey, I'm good, right? And Arsenio was like, no, just because you brought him out here, that don't mean nothing. Arsenio G-checked Vanilla Ice on his bullshit. You dig? But the thing is, it was Vanilla Ice and Marky Mark and all those dudes with that goofy-ass bullshit that they mainstreamed. They started to mainstream it there because Vanilla Ice did sell a lot of records. And he was doing an imitation of a dumb Negro. You understand? Yeah, I'm from the streets. Yo, word to the mother. They gave Vanilla Ice a movie. He had a book. He had a book out. But they were, I'm telling y'all, a lot of y'all don't remember. I remember very specifically, the white media, they were calling Vanilla Ice the king of rap. Because he sold a lot of records. That Ice Ice Baby, up until that time, that was the biggest selling rap record of all time back then in like the early 90s. That was a huge, that Ice Ice Baby, that was a huge record he had. And they were calling him the king of rap. I remember that like it was yesterday. We were like, what the fuck? Yeah, he was a fake hammer. And they were pumping him up. And he was all like, yeah, I went to school with the 2 Live Crew, yo. All he was on that yo, until he came out to the West Coast and some real street niggas ran up on his ass and hung him out of a fucking window. And the yo stopped. It wasn't yo no more. It's help. Oh my God, help. These niggas are coming to get me, dude. He became white again. Once they caught his ass and about to throw him out of a window, then he found his Anglo roots. All of a sudden, he didn't. Did I say I went to school with the 2 Live Crew? No, I said no. I didn't mean that, dude. I didn't mean that, dude. I went to school and there was a lot of ice at the school. I went to a private school. You dig? But that's where the yo dumb shit came from. Rappers being perceived as dumb with the yo bullshit. And then they started a lot of black rappers. That's when they started in the 90s. That's when they started signing all of these mushmouth niggas. You dig? So the thing is, when I see people do dumb shit and then that's supposed to be acting black, no. That's just you being a dumb fucking non-black person. Don't put that on us. Nah, don't give that to me. What's up, Ivan? The Puerto Rican looking in the African roots. Well, all you got to do is look in the mirror, brother. Those African roots in your hair. A lot of Negroes out there in Puerto Rico who think they're something else. You dig? Yeah, there was another group. Many of y'all won't remember. There was a white group in the 90s called Young Black Teenagers. Because understand, there's always been these white groups trying to infiltrate hip hop and turn it into something else. From day one, it's always been that. It's always been that. But this group, the Young White Teenagers, they were with yo, yo, yo. They were with all that bullshit. And people like, nah. Young Black Teenagers, nah. No, y'all need to go sit your ass down with that bullshit. Yeah, they were in House Party too. Yes, they were. And that's why I do not like Action Bronson. There's another one. They do it now. Action Bronson, not only will they emulate and just steal your style, they'll do it and then turn around and insult you. It's like hip-hop gentrification. They'll ease their way in, and then once they get in, they'll try to diss you to get you out of position. They've always done that. They did it with rock. They did it with jazz. They're doing it with hip-hop, and we got to be the ones who shut that down. And they're trying to do it with R&B. They're trying to do it with R&B. So we got to shut that down. We got to shut that down. I mean, look at hip-hop now. Hip-hop now, shit, some of the top acts are white. That's one of the main reasons why I'm doing an R&B project now. Because I'm like, they're just taking the music. We just sitting up letting them do it. They're just taking the music, doing what the fuck they want to do with it. And we sitting up here letting them. I'm like, well, damn. Who's going to control the catalog? Who's going to get out here and control some shit? Who's going to get out here and really take control of the music again? Who's going to take control of this shit? You dig? Who's going to take control? I've been looking for like R&B because I'm seeing, when you look at R&B, you see all these non-black people. I'm like, God damn. And I look for black R&B, and you don't have them. Everybody's trying to get a crossover record. Everybody's trying to get a pop record. Everybody's trying to sound like Jeremiah or Miguel. I mean, they're trying to go pop, and ain't nobody doing that R&B because there's no real, with radio, they're not calling for that. See, black folks, we got this thing where we're letting them dictate what we should put out. And it's always the opposite. We're supposed to make the shit hot. It's up to us to make things hot on our level instead of doing what they want us to do. And with R&B music, the only R&B they want white artists who sound black when it comes to R&B. They want white artists who sound black, especially when it comes to some funky type of R&B. They want Pat Boone style. And for those who, somebody just mentioned Pat Boone. For those who don't know, in the 60s, Pat Boone used to have him sing black folk shit so that it could cross over to white radio stations. And Pat Boone, you look up the word corny fucking white man, that's Pat Boone. He's the corniest fucking dude ever. And he would take these Little Richard songs, Tutti Frutti, oh Rudy, Tutti Frutti, oh Rudy, woo, Tutti Frutti, oh Rudy, cornball. You dig? What's up, Tyrone? Because I control it. I control the catalog. Doesn't matter who's in it. Who controls it, Tyrone? See, stop thinking like a Negro. Start thinking like a boss. You can have whoever in whatever as long as you control it. You dig? Like my thing is with Eazy, Eazy-E had a white female rapper named Terry B. She was garbage, but I see what Eazy was doing. As long as you're controlling the catalog, if you control it, I can fuck with that. You put it out there and you control it. As long as you control it, you get the white rapper out there to sing and do whatever, rap or whatever, but if you control the catalog, I rock with you. Think ownership, not just who you there with, who's owning the catalog. You understand? Yeah, Pat Boone took a lot of Chuck Berry stuff too. It's all about who controls the catalog. And speaking of Easy, you know, Easy and the relationship he had with Jerry Heller. I know y'all saw Straight Outta Compton. Now, what's interesting about that situation, Easy was ready to give Jerry Heller 50% of that company. Easy wanted to give Jerry Heller 50% of the company. But if you notice in the movie Straight Outta Compton, and this is how Jerry was in real life, no. This is your company. I work for you. I work for you, Easy. I work for you. Now, I want y'all to understand something, because black people need to understand how white supremacy works. Now, when Jerry Heller was doing that, he wasn't doing that because he was an honorable dude. He wasn't doing that at all. Jerry Heller understood this. He understood if some shit went down and he was 50% owner of that company, and, you know, Easy had a reputation. You know, the company was started with street money. There was all types of shit going on. So Jerry Heller understood, if I own 50% of this company and something goes down with the company, my assets can get frozen. You understand? And he knew that. So he's like, no, I'm just a paid employee, man. I work for you. I'm a paid employee. So, but Heller was really running the company. You understand? Heller was really running the company. And Heller was getting money and finessing the shit out of Easy too, by the way. He was finessing Easy. Because Jerry's like, look, I don't need to be in the forefront. Yeah, Jerry wanted to clear himself of any liability. That's what that was about. See, that's how the white supremacists think. They're like, I don't need to be in the forefront. I don't need my name there because I'm over here controlling the money anyway. I'm about to funnel this shit over here anyway. So no. I don't need my name in the forefront, because if it comes out that I'm finessing this shit, I don't want no assets frozen and my accounts frozen. No, I'm an employee. You understand? Strategic. It's Ice Cube, the only one who knew what the fuck was up. Ice Cube, the only one who knew what was up. Ice Cube was the only one who knew. And also Ice-T. Do you know Ice-T met Jerry Heller? Because everybody knew who Jerry Heller was back then. Everybody knew who he was and what he was about. And Ice-T said, that's why Ice-T, you never heard of Ice-T working with Jerry Heller. Ice said, look, I met him one time and didn't trust him. I met Jerry Heller once, didn't trust him, didn't want to fuck with him. Straight up. Ice knew. You did? Yeah, Jerry knew some shit was going to go down with that label. He knew. He knew something was going to go down, so he was all, plausible deniability. He knew. Man. Yeah, see, that's the thing. A lot of us think that having your name in the forefront and all that old bullshit, and you want to be the man and all. No. Who's controlling the money? You dig? Who's controlling the assets? Who's controlling the catalog? You dig? Who's controlling the resources? That's my thing. I don't give a shit about, quote unquote, being in the forefront or whatever. Which I do things, and I kind of get out there in the forefront by necessity. I do it by necessity. Because that's how I just go out there and just get things done. You dig? I just go out there and just get stuff done. And the thing is, black folks, we get around folks in the dominant society, especially white males, and then we start looking at them like white daddy. And we got a real big problem with that. That's how, unfortunately, that was the relationship with Eazy-E and Jerry Heller. That's why Jerry Heller was able to just rape him like that, allegedly, according to what their people were saying. Because Eazy would always say, I look at him as a father figure to a certain degree. Well, the thing is, Ice Cube grew up in a two-parent household. So Ice Cube had a mom and a father. That's why Ice Cube wasn't going for the bullshit. Ice Cube was like, look, nigga, I don't need no daddy figure. Where the fuck is my money for writing these songs? Hey, son, no, ain't no son. Where's my check? I got a fucking black dad at home. Now, where's my check? You understand? See, when you come from a family structure, you don't have a lapse in judgment when you're going out here in the workplace and you're trying to deal with folks. You dig? When you have somebody in your house really giving you the game, you got a mother and a father there who are strong, you're not out there looking for a substitute. That's why Cube was smart enough to be about his business and not be on some, well, I'm going to trust white daddy because that's the only father figure I know. No. Yeah, Mix-a-Lot, he owns a lot of stuff. And Mix-a-Lot, that's my dude. I knew Mix-a-Lot back in the day. I used to, when I went up there in Seattle, I would go to his spot. Mix-a-Lot was really about his business too. Mix-a-Lot is sitting on some real heavy paper. Even then, Mix-a-Lot was about his business and about his money. He's like, look, I don't want to sign with no major label like that. No, I'm doing good. I don't want to move to LA. Because I always ask him, like, how come you, what the fuck you doing up here in Seattle? It's raining. Like, no, I like it up here. I don't need to move to LA. No. I can get my money right here. You dig? Aloha. Who's in Hawaii right now? Where are my Hawaiian people? Our brothers and sisters who are in Hawaii. Oh yeah, Mix-a-Lot's sitting on some real paper. Now, Mix-a-Lot money is still strong. Mix-a-Lot still, I think he owns most of his catalog. Mix-a-Lot still holds, he got his paper. Man. You came back from a week of Bora Bora. You were in Bora Bora? Man, Bora Bora, that's one of my favorite places in the world. Bora Bora, that's my spot. Yeah, Suge Knight. That's why Suge Knight, when he went dealing with these folks, he had no problem stepping to him with the rah-rah because he wasn't in there looking for a father figure. You dig? Suge wasn't in there looking for no mommy and daddy. Okay, we got some white supremacist trolls in here. Okay, we got incorporate music, whatever. Okay, we got white supremacist trolls in here. All right. We got some white supremacist trolls in here. But yeah, that's why this Mink Slide thing is important to me. We're taking control of our shit. And it's fun. I like doing the music. It's fun. But taking control of some shit and then making it pop off and have it comparable and competitive to what the majors are doing, I like that. I like putting out product that's comparative and competing with what's out there on a major level and doing it on the grassroots plane. Yeah, and Luther Campbell was doing good, and Luther, he fucked up. He brought the wrong white supremacists around him. Luther Campbell was doing his thing, and he became real big, and he needed some help with his company. Hired the suspected white supremacist, and that dude undermined the shit out of him, and then ended up taking the company. What's up, Terrence Scott with $2? Shout out to Terrence. My nigga Terrence gave $2. I ain't mad at you, brother. I am not mad at you. Rashawn of Lion of Judah, another $2. You dig? Man. But yeah, I can't wait till the Mink Slide album come out, man. The Mink Slide album is gonna pop off. We're making that thing hot. And then after that, we're going to do, I think after we do the Mink Slide album, we'll do a couple of shows. And then I'm going to start working on the Hidden Colors 5. I'm going to start getting the treatment together for that. But like I was saying earlier, we got to stop thinking just because we achieve some type of educational landmark or we get some kind of job position that we're safe from white supremacy. Did y'all hear about the brother who was a doctor at the CDC? They found him, was it the Chattahoochee River? They found him in the Chattahoochee River out there in Georgia. Am I correct? Where my Atlanta people? That brother was missing. He worked for the CDC. He was missing for a long time. The brother evidently had some information he wasn't supposed to have. He ended up missing. And they found him in the Chattahoochee River. Cunningham, right? Cunningham. So that brother knew something. He was about to spill the beans or something. He knew something. Oh, here they go with that fucking suicide bullshit. No. Let me tell y'all something. The Chattahoochee River, and that's a very significant place for the white supremacists, by the way. Dr. Timothy Cunningham. Y'all know, ain't that where people were found in the Atlanta child murders? Weren't those black folks found in the same river? Look up the history of the Chattahoochee River. What's up, crazy Lula-ish? You understand? You better start putting two and two together. That's the same river they found the black folks in the early 80s. Understand, white supremacists, they do shit very symbolically. They do things very why black folks always end up in that fucking river? All right? Dead black folks in that fucking river all the damn time. That river, there's a history of that river. Black folks ending up dead in that same fucking river. You dig? It's not no damn suicide. Do you know how many prominent black people keep ending up mysteriously dead? The white supremacists, they do things very ritualistically. They do things very ritualistically. You understand, the Atlanta child murders, the FBI and the feds, they know that white supremacist groups were a part of it. They know this. There's confessions of white supremacist groups who were involved in those Atlanta child murders back in the 70s and 80s, early 80s. People in that damn Chattahoochee River. They know this. They keep it under wraps. Now, this doctor worked for the CDC. All of a sudden, he mysteriously dies, and he's in the damn Chattahoochee River. There was a politician, a black politician down there in Miami. They found him by the river. That black judge in Chicago, he got mysteriously shot. A black judge shot. That black female judge in New York, they found her in the damn Hudson River. Was it the Hudson? One of them rivers. Talking about it was a suicide, but there was no water in her lungs, meaning that she got killed before they dumped her in the fucking river. And they've closed the case. It's not an open case no more. That brother who owned them restaurants, a prominent brother, owned these Jamaican restaurants. Prominent brother. This brother worked all his life to get this restaurant chain popping. He committed suicide. You work all your life to get your money up, to get your businesses popping, then you're fucking, I'm going to kill myself. I'm successful. Now it's time for me to off myself. Bullshit. The Golden Crust, yeah. We had some of that down in Miami. Loved it. Golden Crust was the shit. My man Carl, the promoter, took me to Golden Crust. Banging ass fucking food. A black dude owned that. Coming up, this brother got these franchises popping, banging ass restaurant. He dead. Now he done showed up fucking dead. They talking about this a suicide. Why when we get successful, we get suicidal all of a sudden? Bullshit. This is what we got to watch it when we become prominent people. We got to watch it. We got to be very careful. We got to be very, very careful. And me too. I got to start being more. I got to be careful too. I got to watch shit too. I was talking to a brother about that today. I went to the barbershop and the owner, I met him and he knew who I was. Oh man, because they gave me a free haircut and everything. He's like, oh man, shit, man, man, you influenced me, man, so much. And this brother, he used to work in Washington, D.C. He worked with the military or whatever. He was telling me, he's like, hey man, you came in here, you by yourself? Yeah, I'm by myself. He said, oh man, you're way too important out here to be rolling around by yourself. I'm like, well, I'm in a vacation spot, and there's a bunch of people from Japan and foreign places, so they ain't tripping on me. He's like, no, man, no, there's some other folks out here who might be on you. You need to, kind of have watching. You got to watch your back. And I'm like, man, the brother's making a point, but he, I don't trip on that because I'm so used to just doing what I do. But I understood where the brother was coming from. I understood where he was coming from. You understand? And when we become influential, black people, we get targets on our backs. We get big targets on our backs. Just like I just played that clip earlier of this black child who got into all of these colleges, and these demonic damn white supremacists got on the news shitting on this kid because he got accepted into these colleges. Oh my God, look at him. Kind of obnoxious, ain't he? You going to just apply to all of them? Is that what you're going to do? I mean, what about the other kids? They want some help. You're being really obnoxious. See, they do that to try to kill our spirit. They always do that to us. I saw something. It was some school somewhere. I forgot where it was, but there was a little black child. They had a little football team. And this little black boy was they were playing all the schools in the city. And they got one little bitty black boy, little bitty fella, just running circles around these white kids. This little boy was just tearing these kids up. They started complaining. They were like, hey, this little boy is too good. He's ruining the esteem of other kids because he keeps beating them so bad. I'm not making this up. They were trying to get this little boy to stop playing because he was beating these other kids so bad, it was fucking up their self-esteem. I am not making that up. Y'all find the article. I read this a few years ago. But they wanted to make the little black boy stop playing football because all the other children are feeling bad. The white ones were feeling bad because they weren't winning. You understand? They always do little shit to kind of crush our spirit. Now, when we lose, suck it up, buttercup. Just suck it up, buttercup. I mean, if you just work hard and just stop complaining and pull yourself up by your bootstraps, we get the bootstrap speech. But when we win, it's all of a sudden hey, you're obnoxious. You didn't have to apply to all the schools. I mean, what kind of Negro are you? So it's damned if you do, damned if you don't. You dig? Just like my movies. The Hidden Colors movies. Very successful. Outsells, my documentaries, outsells documentaries by major corporations. And I get scrutiny. Well, Tariq, you're putting out race-baiting films. See, you're such a race baiter. Why are you making all the race baiting? Everything ain't no white supremacy, Tariq, with your race baiting movies. You're capitalizing off of racial hatred. You and those blacks just hate white people. That's why your movies are successful. It's fueled by hate. That's what I get. It's always they flip it into something negative. Leah, you're being uppity. You're uppity. You dig? Especially if you do something without them. It's uppity. You're an uppity Negro when you do something without them. And let me say this, that black boy who got into those schools, let me say this, and this is very important that you should understand. The fact that he did it, and he wasn't adopted by no damn white parents, so you can't point to no white savior who helped him get into those schools. That's the thing that really fucks him up. Because when you see a successful black person, they like to point to the white person who got them there. They love a successful black person if they can point to a white person who helped them. So if you had a kid who was adopted by a white family and he got into an Ivy League school, they'll prop those white people up and, hey, look at Marsha and Dave. They adopted this he grew up on crack. He was a crack baby. His mom was a dirty crackhead negress. His dad was not there like all of them. And, you know, they raised him and got his little Negro brain to think right around all the white genetics. And now they made him an Ivy League student. Let's make a movie out of it and we'll get Sandra Bullock to play the parents. That's what they do. They go make movies out of shit like that, like The Blind Side. Oh, they make, well, you white and you raise a successful Negro. Come here, Sandra Bullock. Get Harvey Weinstein on the phone. We're going to make a movie about this. We got to let the world know. So the movie's supposed to be about Michael Orr, but the star is Sandra Bullock. You understand? The movie, The Blind Side, is based on the life of Michael Orr. The book is about him. But the movie is about her. This good white woman who raised this little degenerate Negro who came from a crack hole mama. You see the game they play? The emphasis is on how good white mommy is, that racist ass Leanne Toohey. That piece of crap, garbage ass, suspected white supremacist chick. With her little bullshit ass. Fuck her damn Leanne Toohey. She ain't shit. I talked about her before, the little slick shit she's done. You dig? But they love that. They love getting a Negro up under white daddy and white daddy raising him up. Oh, they'll make all types of movies about that. They'll make fantasy TV shows. That's where understand this. In the late 70s, early 80s, that's when they started that different strokes type of mentality, showing little ghetto black kids being raised by rich white families. You're being taken out of the ghetto and you're raised like little plantation slaves. But understand, in the 70s, a lot of black psychiatrists and social workers were complaining about black children being raised in these white homes. A lot of black social workers and black psychiatrists, they were complaining about that. They were like, hey, kids need to be raised around, their own culture. Put them in situations like that, that's going to be detrimental later on down the line. And we see what's going on with that, with those babies up there in Portland, what happened with those babies. You dig? But yeah, that's when they started that whole adopt the little Negroes and put them in a white, wealthy family to show that they can be raised right once they get around us as our pets, basically. And have them buck their eyes, just like Gary Coleman. When you look at different strokes, boy, Gary Coleman was bucking them little eyes. Boy, he was just, them eyes were bucking. What you talking about, Willis? What is you talking about? You dig? But that's the thing. Those movies about black folks being raised by those in the dominant society, they love propping that up. But when you do it on your own without white mommy and white daddy, all of a sudden there's a problem with it. Just like this black child who got into all them schools. He did it on his own with black parents, from what I understand. So now they turned it into a negative. They don't want to show a black family raising a functional black child who could get into an Ivy League or multiple schools. They don't want to show that. And RIP to Gary Coleman again. RIP to Gary Coleman. And my brother, he had a very tragic life. Yes, the show Webster, absolutely. Are there any black-owned martial arts? Or what are you asking me? Martial arts? I don't know what you're asking me. Ask your question again. And speaking of that, black martial arts, when we do Hidden Colors 5, we're going to get into that heavy. We're going to focus on that heavy. We're going to talk about a lot of defense. We're going to talk about those African martial arts that they've tried to tell us is something else. That's another thing. We talked about that in 1804. Y'all need to get 1804, by the way, because we did talk about African martial arts like capoeira, which they try to make it Brazilian. They try to say, well, it's Brazilian. It's not Brazilian. It's not Brazilian. Capoeira is 100% African. It is African. They still practice it over there now in Angola. It is African. It is African. It is African. Because when you say Brazilian, you think, okay, the Portuguese brought it, and that ain't fucking true. The Portuguese banned capoeira because black folks was killing them with that. You can kill motherfuckers with capoeira. You see, we need to know. There's so many other martial arts, but do you know what capoeira, you kill people with that shit. That's why you don't see too many capoeira competitions. Capoeira is designed to kill your opponent, nigga. Capoeira is not a joke whatsoever. I saw something on National Geographic where they had different people, different experts from different forms of martial art. They had like a Taekwondo guy, they had a Kung Fu guy, they had a Muay Thai guy, and they had a capoeira. This brother who was thorough on capoeira, and they had a kicking bag that was rigged up with a scale and all this stuff, and they wanted to see who had the most effective kick. So they had, the Asian karate guy kick it, and then they tested the force and the speed and the effectiveness of it. They had all these people kick this bag, and these are white people. They came to the conclusion that the capoeira kick was the most effective because the brother did it. He was crouching, and he kicked up. So you don't see the kick coming, the speed. I mean, they said, the white people said this, it's the most effective. It's the most effective, and when it's effective, that shit is deadly. Yeah, the brother with the dreads, yeah. You saw that, academics, real talk. It's the most effective kick. It was the brother with the dreads. I mean, the shit comes out of nowhere because with capoeira, the way you move, you're a moving target, so nobody can get at you, and they don't know where the hit or the kick is coming from. And that's the beauty of that capoeira. You don't know where that shit is coming from. So you're trying to box somebody and all of a sudden he get on the ground and this nigga foot knock your chin off. So you don't know where that shit is coming from. So that is deadly. You kill niggas with that. Capoeira is designed to use the most force, centrical force. Yeah. Fight Science, this is show? Okay. Yeah, but just the fact that a kick that powerful comes out of nowhere, you don't know where it's coming from, and it has that type of force, has like 1,400 pounds of force, that shit it'll kill you. Even they said this shit is potentially deadly. It will. And that's what was happening. Those Africans were down there in Brazil killing the Portuguese with that capoeira. So they had to ban that. So they had to sit up there and they had to monitor plantations to make sure they weren't teaching each other that damn capoeira. So what they started doing, they started kind of dancing, and they had to hide it with dancing. That's why it looks like dancing. Because you seeing somebody on the plantation, you see a black person, he's walking up, he's dancing. Like, hey, what's this nigga dancing? And then this nigga get on the ground and then kick you in your damn ribs and break your fucking rib cage. You dig? That's how gangster that shit was. And I'd like to find some capoeira cats. We need to teach that. We should teach children that. Yeah, that's why in capoeira they got the drums. They making it seem like it's just a celebration. No, we practicing whooping your ass when nighttime come. I'm dancing now, but boy, when these drums stop, nigga, I'm kicking you in the back of your fucking throat. But yeah, that capoeira is nothing to play with, man. Those African fighting styles, that's why they don't teach you that, because they don't want us to tap back into that. They don't want us to know that bullshit. They don't want us to know. They do not want us to know the truth about our history. They don't want us to know that. Yeah, man, that capoeira, you don't see that thing coming at all. That's why when you see those dudes, those cats down in Brazil and even in Africa, the dudes who do the capoeira, them dudes are hella damn ripped. So you got buff, swole, ripped niggas jumping up in the air doing these crazy flips and acrobatics, and you don't even know where the punch or the kick is coming from. And you got somebody swole like that jumping up doing a spin, and the force of that will knock your damn head off. Maestro Kobe did a documentary about the history of capoeira. It's called, yeah, we're going to talk about that, man. That's why I want to do, when we do Hidden Colors 5, I want to go into all of that stuff. I want to get my man, Azra Crazy. He goes real deep into the Mantu arts. That's what it's really called, Mantu arts. See, the term martial art came later because there was the Romans, their god of war was Mars. So that's when they started calling it martial arts, but they were already practicing Mantu arts before it was called martial arts. So you should try capoeira on your boss. Hilarious. But yeah, and we talked about this in 1804. They didn't, in Brazil, they banned capoeira until the 1930s. You couldn't teach it until the 1930s. And even now, it's still a watered down version of it. Yeah, if we talk about that, I'll definitely get Michael Jai White, because yeah, he's very thorough with that martial arts, man. You see how ripped that brother is. Shout out to my brother. He texted me not too long ago. But yeah, man, that martial arts is no damn joke. What's up, pretty classy lady? Yeah, we're still live. What time is it? It's 9 o'clock out there. Yeah, Azra Crazy, that brother is so phenomenal, man. That brother's, man, I hope I can get him in the Hidden Colors this time. I've been trying to get him for years, and our schedules have always been off. But yeah, that brother, he's so phenomenal. Who else should we get? Who should we get for Hidden Colors 5? Who should be the Hidden Colors 5 lineup? We're definitely going to get, brothers, Kaba, But who should we get for Hidden Colors 5? Capoeira. That's the martial arts law. It's called a capoeira. How do you spell capoeira? Somebody, okay, all right, Kathy. They get Wesley Snipes. Okay, y'all just naming anybody. Get Barack Obama. Okay, y'all just naming random fucking people. Somebody said Jermaine Jackson. Rock Newman. Okay, y'all just naming random fucking people. Okay. David Banner, Griff. Somebody said T'Challa. Fuck out of here. Claudia Jordan. Okay. Shout out to my sister Claudia. I love Claudia. What's that peanut Paul movie? I gotta holler at Paul movie. See how he's doing. All right, y'all stop. Y'all stop. Somebody said Colin. I should get Colin. Colin don't really do interviews, but I'm gonna holler. I'm gonna call Colin and see if he can do it. Now, I would love to have him in it. I would love to have him in it. That would be powerful. But Colin, he's not. He said he's not doing interviews, and he hasn't done any interviews since the whole thing. But I'm gonna holler at him. Shout out to my sister. Shout out to my sister. His queen. She has a show. When does her show come on? My sister Ness. Nessa Nitty. Ness Nitty. She has a show. She has a show that comes on, I think on NBC, something like that. Just like a talk show thing. What channel? I'm trying to see what time Nessa's show come on. Okay, y'all just stop. Okay, y'all just naming anybody. Y'all stop naming folks. Stop with the name. Stop. Y'all just naming anybody right now. Somebody said Tom Joyner. Y'all just naming anybody. Right, y'all can stop with the damn names. All right. All right. Miko Graham. Shout out to Miko. That's my sister. I love Miko. Shout out to me. Miko is going to be on Ism Radio pretty soon. Ism, we're going to have our sister Miko Grimes on Ism Radio pretty soon. Man. All right, don't stop naming names. Y'all stop. Y'all don't have to name. Y'all just naming anybody. Stop. And by the way, go to get your Mink Slide shirt. What's up, Steve Johnson? Put some on the Melanoid Ministry. Shout out to Steve Johnson. Steve, my brother, there's a blessing with your name on it. There's a blessing with your name on it. And you're going to receive that blessing, brother. You're going to receive it. Man. What's up, John Tank Williams? Shout out to the Melanoid Ministries. But the thing is with us, minkslide.com. That's where y'all people are asking where you get the shirt. Minkslide.com. Well, the lighting in here has me looking tired. I'm looking at myself on the playback. And because the lighting is janky in here, I look like a tired goddamn janitor who cleans up toilets in Wakanda. I don't know why I look so crazy right now. I'm looking at myself and I look crazy. Cynthia G for hitting colors. Man, what's going on with Brother Polite? Everybody keep asking about Brother Polite. I don't know what's going on with Brother Polite. What's up, Cut Dog? He put $1.99 on the mix. YouTube takes over shit. Okay. Yeah. Man. You said I looked like I had some bad fish? Yeah, it was. I licked your mom. So that was some bad fish, nigga. Okay, y'all saying stuff about Polite that I don't know. I'm hearing a lot of. I don't know some of this stuff. People just saying stuff. I don't know. Some of this stuff could be potentially libel. So some of y'all, I don't know. What's up, Mr. Supreme Cinema? What's up, Glowing Wings? Shout out to you. What's up, King Tron? So, okay, I'm not going to get a straight answer. I don't know. You got to be. I'm very careful about what people say about folks on the internet. When people say shit about me all the time, that's so damn false. It's ridiculous. So I got to be very careful because I know how misinformation can easily be spread on the internet. Because according to the internet, I'm the biggest gangster ever. I'm the biggest drug-dealing, gang-banging, pimp, murderer ever. I'm the greatest, according to the internet, if you listen to them. I've done all types of shit, according to the internet. So, I take stuff I hear about people with a grain of salt. You dig? They said, get Jason Whitlock for hitting Cutland? No. I love Dr. Layla Africa. Yeah, nobody can say I'm a scammer, and if they say it, I mean, they're just somebody trolling, just running their fucking mouth. Nobody can point, you can't point to no scam that I've ever pulled. You got really a lot of white supremacists, and that's how they work. The white supremacists, they like to they understand the art of repeating bullshit. There's a rule, if you repeat a lie 6 times, somewhere it will become the truth. And the white supremacists, they've mastered that. They're the kings and queens of repetition. Repetitious lies. They'll tell the same lie over and over again, knowing it's a lie, until it sticks. They're good at that. Just like bogus crime stats about black people in Chicago. They tell these lies so many times, black folks start believing that bullshit. You understand? That's why I try to teach black folks how to debunk white supremacist bullshit. Because 90% of what white supremacists say is a damn lie. They love lying. You dig? Crystal careful, please. And they love lying to us because we love hearing lies, because we want to lie to ourselves. And that's the problem. We love lying to ourselves about the situation we're in. We won't lie. That's why they feed them to us. That's why we're so easily fooled by them, because we want lies. We love for them to lie to us. We don't want white supremacists to tell the truth. Dr. Wilson said that. She said, hey, black folks, we don't really want to know what white people think about us. We need to find out. We need to stop going back and forth and be like, okay, maybe you're right. So what's going to be done? What do you want us to do? What do you want black folks to do? Dr. Wilson and Neely Fuller talks about, let's get to the doing part. That's why when I was debating, what's his name? Why am I having a brain freeze? Who did I just debate? What white supremacists? Who did I debate? I can't think of his damn name. I'm having a brain freeze. Y'all help me out. I just debated his ass. The white supremacists, not Richard Spencer, the other one. Why am I having a brain freeze right now? I can't think of his name for shit right now. Jared Taylor. I couldn't think of that name. Jared Taylor. That's like when I was going in on Jared Taylor, when I got to him, I'm like, okay, let's get to the doing part. What should be done? That scared niggas. Negroes got scared. When you start talking about let's get to the doing. That scares Negroes. And understand, we need, and Dr. Wilson, and I keep going back to Dr. Wilson because, that was my idol and my mentor. Loved her to life. And I study and live by that sister's words. But the thing is, we got to be very honest, and we got to let the white supremacists know we see you. We see what you're doing. So the thing is, once you get on code and you start to see your opponent's chess moves, you make their moves ineffective. Just by acknowledging their moves. It's like chess. The white supremacists, they play chess with us, and they like to keep a lot of shit under wraps. Once you identify what their moves are, you make that move ineffective because then you don't fall for it. That's why we got to be very honest about white supremacy. We try to run from it and try to talk. I don't want to talk about that, but let's talk about something else. Let's talk about we the real Hebrew Israelites, and now you're trying to deflect. Now you're trying to deflect. That's why they always go in on me, because I'm always calling their moves out. I'm like, wait a minute. Y'all having this meeting where? Who's having it? Okay, that dude is a suspected white supremacist. Oh, look at Tariq. Oh, Tariq is so dumb. Oh, look, see, when they get all bent out of shape, that means I'm hitting on something. And then it comes out later on down the line that these people have been sending secret messages to each other that were on some white supremacist shit. I'm rarely wrong about these folks. You dig? And they know that. That's why they go in on me. They try to discredit me heavily because I point their asses out. I point out their subliminal racial rhetoric. And then it comes out. I'm like, hey, that's why you go to my Twitter. I'm like, oh, when somebody's outed as a known white supremacist, I go back to tweets that I put out about them a year ago or 2 years ago. Like, oh, yeah, I talked about his bullshit. I outed him 3 years ago. Y'all late. I outed her 4 years ago. You're late. He did what? Oh, I said he was going to do that 3 months ago. So I point to it already because I keep my eye on him. Here's another dude that y'all need to watch out for, by the way. I saw an article on him today in Politico, and this is another thing. The white supremacist media will oftentimes get these people and try to legitimize them. Shout out to Brother Bobo. They'll try to legitimize these suspected white supremacists without telling you some of the rhetoric they're in. I want y'all to look out for this dude, Jordan Peterson. Y'all watch out for him. He's another suspected white supremacist. He's very popular on YouTube. The white media will try to make it seem like he's some kind of self-help guru. They'll leave out his scientific white supremacist ideologies, though, because that's the thing. The media, they're looking out for other white supremacists and suspected white supremacists. They're looking out for them. But look out for Jordan Peterson. He's from Canada, and he's one of these dudes. He talks all this other shit. He's supposed to be a philosopher and all that stuff. Yeah, he's all the rage right now. He's this philosopher, and when you look at some of his shit, I'm like, wait a minute. Oh, he's sounding a little Jared Taylor-ish. He's sounding a little alt-right-ish. So look that name up, Jordan Peterson. Don't let him fool you. There's a reason. And also, I look at some of the alt-right and white supremacists who follow people, and I notice a lot of the alt-right, they follow that dude. So if they're following him, he must have some ideologies that they agree with, and he agrees with their ideology. Don't let him fool you with all that other stuff. He's a clinical psychologist, yeah. Ben Shapiro, yeah, they about to give him a national radio show. Ben Shapiro says horrible shit about black people. And that's another thing. These Canadian damn anti-black racists. There's a lot of, they got this whole thing where ain't no racist, Canada ain't that racist. Bullshit. There's a lot of white supremacists and wannabe white supremacists from Canada. That Cunty was from Canada. And Joe Rogan's ass, too. Lauren Southern, she's tied in with him exactly. So if you're tied in with known white supremacists, I'm watching your ass. And let me say this is somebody else, and you got to, and Neely Fuller talked about how people will play both sides of an argument. Now, y'all heard me mention many times this movie called An Open Secret. It exposes a lot of pedophilia in Hollywood. Now, the people who made that movie, they follow me. And they put up a lot of good information about the pedophilia that happens in Hollywood. The people from the Twitter account, the official account for Open Secret, the movie. And they thank me for promoting the movie and all that. But the thing is, I noticed something about the Open Secret Twitter account. One thing I noticed, they have retweeted a lot of tweets from known people in the alt-right. So the people who made An Open Secret, I look at them sideways now. You understand? You look at things from a war perspective. Friends and allies. I'll use your ass as an ally to a certain degree. But I know at the end of the day, you'll cut my throat if you could. And I'm willing to do the same to you if I can. Figuratively. I'm talking figuratively now. But I noticed they're right there. They retweeted a couple of known white supremacists that I've gotten into it with. So that raised my antennas. Okay. So it's that kind of, that Pizzagate. See, they try to play that from a political slant, like those liberals in Hollywood are into pedophilia. It's those Jews, those liberal Jews that's into pedophilia. Yeah, so that it's that Pizzagate thing where they try to really blame the Jews. It's that type of shit. It's Jewish Hollywood. You dig? What's up, the Jedi? My man gave $4. Yeah, so you got to watch that stuff. You got to watch it. I watch it and I see who's doing what. Yeah, but Joe Rogan, he has a lot of those alt-right suspected white supremacists on his show. Joe Rogan seems real chummy with a lot of those folks. You said, how do I get a lot of YouTubers off my back? Because the thing is, a lot of them, I kept exposing their asses. And a lot of them, they got their Twitters taken down. You understand? I kept exposing these white supremacists and their rhetoric. And remember, a lot of these white supremacists, these trolls, they're connected with terror attacks. You dig? A lot of them are connected with some of these fights and killings that's happening out here. That's why we have to take control of the narrative and keep exposing these folks. We have to keep an eye on them, and we have to keep exposing them. You understand? We have to be the media apparatus. We cannot depend on the national media. You know, I don't even like watching TV because TV now is just straight up propaganda. Television now, when you watch television, I'm telling you, and I work in television. When I do these news shows, understand, I know what I'm getting into. I know that it's a propaganda piece they're about to do. They have an agenda. When they bring me on these shows, they have an agenda, and I got to stick to my agenda, which is to counter theirs. But they already have an agenda. Their agenda is to prop me up as the black leader. This is why the white media always makes me the black leader, so that they can rile up their white supremacist base. You dig? But watching television, you're watching one big piece of propaganda. Everything is damn near scripted. Even the news. The reality shows are scripted. You're getting somebody's perspective. You're not getting anything real when you watch television. You're always getting a group of people get in a room and say, okay, this is what perspective we're going to show. Even with the news, and that's why people from Sinclair Broadcasting, so many people are complaining that they're getting scripts from the corporate offices where they have to read a damn script, and that's supposed to be the news. They're not doing news. They're doing propaganda. There's a big scandal about that right now. All of these networks and these news organizations, they have to read a centralized script. Yeah, now the show, certain shows I like that Atlanta show, I like that show. That's cool. Like if it's a scripted show, I can rock with that. I'll watch a few things on Netflix. I like documentaries. Shout out. Thanks for the reminder, Stand On It Radio. Shout out to Stand On It Radio. Y'all follow Stand On It Radio. But what you see in the media, man, it's propaganda. And my Atlanta people, y'all need to be prepared. Y'all need to be safe down there in Atlanta because they have a march planned on the 20th in Atlanta. I told y'all, I've been telling y'all for years to watch out for the month of April. April is a very significant month for white supremacists. If they're having a white supremacist march, they usually have these things around Hitler's birthday. You understand? Your TV definitely sinks into their subconscious. I haven't watched Flint on Netflix yet. Thank you for the donation, Karen Span, the lovely Karen Span, looking like a snack. I know the dudes are campaigning for you. you and your wife saw the Tyler Perry movie. Yeah, it was good until the end. The end was on something. I haven't seen Flynn yet. I got to check that out. Yeah, even Dan Rather was speaking about the propaganda coming from these media outlets. I mean, it's getting real dangerous. That's them getting on code. That's the media apparatus getting on code. And we're going to say what we want you to say. We're going to give you a script, and all of you networks better say what's on the damn script. See, we got to start getting serious. We have to get very serious, and we got to get the bullshit out of our system, get the jealousy and the coon nigga shit out of our system, because that's our problem. Our problem with black folks, before we get on code, we're trying to get everybody on the same empowerment mindset, and then niggas start getting on some jealous shit. How come everybody listening to you, Tariq? Man, how come your car look better than mine? Man. We get on dumb, jealousy, feminine shit. I'm talking about men. That's why I got to get on the brothers. We got to get brothers to get their energy right. This is why we got to get fathers to raise our children to be soldiers. We need black males who are going to be soldiers, who are going to think like warriors, not no feminine catty niggas worrying about the next nigga's material bullshit. Niggas want to be attention whoring. You want to be the man. You want everybody to call you the leader. No. People are like, you supposed to be the leader. And no, I'm not. No, I ain't your fucking leader. I don't need to be nobody's leader. No. That's the last thing I need. If I'm a leader, that's going to make dusty bitch niggas jealous. That's one of the main reasons I don't want to be no damn leader. Because I know the Negro mind. I know how these plantation mind niggas think. The minute I'm a designated leader, or I say I'm a leader and I step out there as the leader, I seen what happened to other leaders. Niggas line up to take you down. Niggas will line up. Just go back to Dr. King. Go back to Malcolm X was surrounded by fed niggas just itching to pull the trigger on his ass. We got to understand. I understand the coon slave mindset that too many of us have. I understand that. And jealousy is something that has always driven the coon mind. You dig? That's why I'm cool on that leader shit. It's, the coons will line up. The white supremacists won't even have to get me. They'll send their coons after me. Out of sheer plantation jealousy. Same thing that happened on the plantation. One Negro in the field, he's mad at the one in the house. You understand? You're all on the plantation, but niggas mad because somebody got an extra butter biscuit. They out there fighting over the damn biscuit. How'd you get a biscuit and I didn't? I picked just as much cotton as you. You up there giving masters the favors. You ain't keeping it real out here. You know, man. Yeah, that jealousy is a major problem. Jealousy is a major problem with us. Black jealousy fucks up everything. Black jealousy is the worst. That's the biggest curse that we have. Black jealousy. Somebody's getting attention without me, because jealousy goes back to attention. Because black people collectively are orphaned. We are orphaned children. We've been taken from our ancestral home of Mother Africa. We are orphaned. Psychologically, subconsciously orphaned. And orphans want attention because you don't have the mother there. You've been neglected by your adopted parents, which is white mommy, white daddy. They neglect you and they pick and choose who they're going to give affection to. A fake affection is not real affection. And white mommy and white daddy, they give you affection based on dysfunctional bullshit. They give you fake affection based on how dysfunctional you act. So if you are a black female, if you overeat and you walk around like a big sloppy mammy, oh, come here, Hattie. Oh, come here, Oprah. Oh, come here, Gabby Sidibe. Come on over here. Love you. Love you. And I'm not shitting on those women. I'm just using, them for the sake of conversation. But your adopted parents, when you're doing something dysfunctional, they love on you. If you're a black child, let's go back to Charlize Theron. Her black child, a little black boy she adopted, walking around in a dress. Well, that's what he wants. He wants to be in a dress and a wig. He wants that. No, he doesn't. That's how he gets approval. That's how he gets affection. He gets affection by castrating himself. They've turned that child into a eunuch. That's what they would do to Moorish children. Castrate you and then let you walk around. Won't let you walk around the house. They did that to George Washington Carver. The white family brought in George Washington Carver, castrated him. George Washington Carver, the great inventor, his voice, he had no testicles. That's why his voice was so high-pitched. That's how demonic these white supremacists are. So when you see a black man get around the white supremacists, he's switching around more than the women. Oh, come here, Quan. Come here, Quan. Oh, he's so great. Oh, Quan I got a job over at the Root for you. Look at him switching around. I got a job over there at Madame Noir and Ebony for you, buddy. That's why Ebony and the Root is full of gay dudes. You understand? Anything that's empowering and black and masculine, that's shunned within white supremacist society. But the adopted parents, white mommy and white daddy, whenever you want to do something stupid, whenever you bucket, what about black on black crime? Oh, come here, Crispy. Come on over here, Crispy. God, love you, Crispy. Well, the blacks just need to stop all that crime in Chicago. Come on over here, Jesse Lee Peterson. That's my boy, man. You're such a good dude, Jesse. Nah, I don't think people should be out here protesting. Oh, get over here, Ray Lewis. Oh, I love you so much. God, Ray Lewis, I wish so many people would just be like you. Why can't they just be like you, Ray Lewis? My God. If you want to be a hood rat and spread your ass and pussy on the gram, come on over here, Cast of Love and Hip Hop. Let me give you a show on VH1. I'm going to give all of you a show. Did you show your pussy? Are you having rappers, babies? Oh, come on. We'll give you a show. That's great. Come on. The whole cast. Come on. We're all of you. We'll get all of you. Just get on up here. We'll give you a whole hour to just be as ratchet as you want to be. Come on. You dig? You want to talk about, do Instagram videos about sucking dick and being a stank hole? Come on over here and host the show, Cardi B. Oh, Cardi. Come on, let's keep it real. I ain't trying to shit on nobody, but I'm come on. Come on, Cardi B. That's what I like. That's what I like. You understand? Whenever you do something dysfunctional, notice they prop you up. Now, when you want something, hey man, I don't want to be, my neighborhood is getting gentrified. I need a better education. Pull yourself up by your bootstraps. Well, I'm about to drink a cup of lean and I want to just act a fool and tattoo my face and piss out here on a car and twerk. Oh, come on. I got a record deal for you, buddy. Come on down to the record label. I got a deal for you. You understand? When you want to do something constructive, they don't know where you are. Hey, can you stop these cops from killing us? All lives matter, you know? All lives matter. Where the white women's at? I love me some white pussy. Where are the white women? I love the white women. Come on over here, Charles Barkley. We got a show for you, buddy. We're going to have you host this show. You dig? They're not going to promote something that's going to empower you. They do just the opposite. That's how the system of white supremacy works. They're not going to have you constructive. They're going to have you constructive. They want you to be constructive, which is destructive. That's what they want. They like us to be constructive. Yes, I'm in Waikiki right now. So the thing is, it's up to us to be constructive, to do constructive things. We're the only ones who are going to do it. And we have to learn how to celebrate it and get our minds wrapped around being constructive on a consecutive basis and not look for white mommy and white daddy's approval, because that's not going to happen. That's why we don't do anything constructive for ourselves, because we know that we get pushback from white mommy and white daddy. Just like that kid who got accepted into all those schools, they on Fox News shitting on him. This kid is going to school, full ride. Schools are just tripping over themselves to get to this kid, and they're shitting on him. You understand? Black folks see that, and that's scary to Negroes. Not getting approval from white mommy and white daddy. It's very scary to not get approval from white mommy and white daddy. To the Negro slave mom. That's why niggas be afraid for me, because they know I don't give a shit about no damn approval. I hear people all the time, man, these white folks, man, what they gonna say? These white folks are tripping. How many of y'all, who am I? Where are my 300? Where are my old listeners? Where's my 300s? Let me ask you something. Some of y'all might not have been around. Some of y'all might be new listeners. And by the way, subscribe to the channel right now. Y'all click the subscribe button. All my new people, click the subscribe button right there below there. Click it if you're not subscribed. About 7 years ago, some of y'all might not have been around. A lot of you might have. You've been around for 3 years? Okay. I've been doing this thing for a minute. I've been doing podcasts since 2006, but I've been writing books since 99, 2000. There's some people who've been rocking with me from day one, from 99, 2000. But, you know, a lot of people grew up on the Mac Lessons podcast and all that. Colgate University, you remember that? How many of y'all remember Wendy Wright? And I was thinking about this the other day. I'm thinking about doing an anniversary of the Wendy Wright controversy between me and her, because I noticed a lot of new people, they don't know a lot about some of the old shit from Mac Lessons Radio, which was classic shit. But some of y'all, we met in 2000. Are you a chick or a female? Real talk, Lala. You remember when I was on Made? Yeah. I was on MTV. I was on MTV a lot. Nigga, some of y'all might not remember the Wendy Wright episode. And that's a very, very important episode. Because that's the first time a lot of folks, we really broke down the bedwench mentality. That was really the first time people saw me break it down, because I've used the term flippantly, because I popularized the term bedwench now, but I would use it flippantly back then. But with Wendy Wright, I really broke it down with her, and that's where a lot of people got it from, that one particular episode. And back then, the bedwenches were real bold back then because most of us had not identified them. The bed winches now that this goes back to what I said about watching a person's chest move. When you see a people and how they move and what they do, that will thwart their strategies. And with the Wendy Wright show, and I'm gonna break that down again for the new listeners. I'm gonna play some of it, not right now on another episode, but when I did her show, shout out to POV Hilarious D, my dude. Y'all follow POV Hilarious D here on YouTube. But I put out Hidden Colors 1, and this black lady, her name is Wendy Wright. She has a bunch of sisters, and they're all Boulay, Jack and Jill, that whole family. I exposed that too, by the way. They're out there in D.C., and they're radio hosts. They worked at some white radio station out there in D.C. So they contacted me, and they wanted to interview me about Hidden Colors. So we're talking about Hidden Colors, and she was acting offended. This is a black woman acting offended. And I'm like, why are you acting so offended by the movie Hidden Colors? I mean, I'm just talking about black history that a lot of people, they've hidden our history. So I'm just talking about our history that's been hidden. And she was getting offended. She was like, well, Tariq, when you say they, you're blaming white people, and you're going to make white people upset. Why are you making white people upset? I mean, you got to listen to it. You have to hear it to believe it. You really got to hear this shit to believe it. Her whole thing was, you're going to make white people mad by your movies. I swear to God, y'all got to hear it. That's why my old listeners, y'all heard it live at the time. That's why I got to play it so y'all can really, really soak in the shit that this woman was saying. It was just unbelievable. But there's some good white people. I mean, the bedwenching was on 10. The bedwenching was on 10. Very good show. And I was breaking the shit down. And then I did some research about her. Her and her sisters, they all date white dudes. So it was bedwench for real bedwenching. They were caping for white daddy hard. So I'm gonna have to do a recap of that show. You did, so y'all can just see it. Because back then the bedwenches were real bold. Now the bedwenches kind of pull back because they know we see them for what they are. We see what they're doing. We see them. Yeah, I talked to her twice. She tried to backpedal a little bit because of the backlash. That's tranny from Lipstick Alley. Yeah, Sandra. That was funny. Sandra the tranny. I used to have a tranny call up to the show and threaten to kill me. That was funny. The Mac Lessons days were hilarious. The Ace Monkey beef. I had a beef with this nigga named Ace Monkey. With Payroll, I had a beef with him. But there's a tranny from Lipstick Alley named Cassandra. It's clearly a dude acting like a chick. And that's what Lipstick Alley is. Lipstick Alley has a bunch of gay dudes acting like chicks, and it's a bunch of white supremacists on Lipstick Alley too. I saw a screenshot where David Duke had like a Lipstick Alley page up in the back. So a lot of those white supremacists, they go to black websites and make fake accounts. I saw on Stormfront, I was debating somebody, and I looked on Stormfront, they were like, hey, we need to go make accounts. And they were naming the sites that they were going to make fake accounts on. They were talking about Lipstick Alley, Boxton, one of those sites, all these so-called black sites. The Coley, the white supremacists said they were going to make fake accounts on the Coley and talk. Yeah. Those websites loaded with white supremacists. BGOL, that's another one that has known white supremacists on there. These black sites that you guys are on these black message boards, it's really white supremacists on there. I'm telling you for a fact, it's white supremacists on there. Pretending to be black. They're very good at that. No, they said for years they were going to do that. And they do it a lot on Twitter too. Twitter, they're so obvious on Twitter. They get like a picture of a black person and put up Black Lives Matter or some bullshit and act like they black and say some stupid coon shit. Well, yeah, you could tell a fake account when they only have one profile picture and a bunch of pictures of other dumb political bullshit. Oh, World Star is white supremacy heaven. All the comments are damn near white supremacists. Damn near all of them. All the people who comment on World Star are white supremacists, clearly. The Homotep Thug. Which one is that? The Homotep Thug. The Nas Forum. I don't know about the Nas Forum. Oh, I posted something of Crispy. I posted some Crispy. There was a video that I forgot I did of Crispy, the Labor Day rant for Crispy. That shit was funny as fucking hell. I'm like, God, I forgot I did that one where Crispy was tap dancing on a box. Sometimes I be doing shit and forget I did it, and when I see it, I'm dying laughing. Yeah, the Ganja Fields episode was good. Yeah, the Ganja Fields episode was good. Which one was the Homotep Thug? Which one was that? Was that on Ustream? Yeah, the Kevo one, yeah. And I think Kevo was an agent too. I think he was an agent provocateur. From the information I gathered. Yeah, I was getting in on his ass. But the Homotep Thug, which one is that? I can't remember. Which one was that? Oh yeah, we still sell the Crispy shirts. Oh man, some of them I gotta animate them. Which one? I can't think about the Homotep Thug. What was he talking about? The Homotep is. I can't remember what the Homotep Thug one was about. Trey from the Valley. Okay, I remember that. The dude from the Valley, yeah. That nigga still calls up. He's still mad. Oh yeah, I remember him. Yeah, that dude is still mad. He's still salty to this day. Yeah, he's still real salty. Yeah, he was the one talking about, yeah, these black bitches out here, man, these black bitches ain't listening. And yeah, he was on that. Yeah, I remember him. How many of y'all remember the episode of Mac Lessons Radio? A dude called up talking about his homegirl is having sex with dudes in his driveway. Y'all remember that? I've always wanted to animate that one. That one was funny. I want to animate. Where my anime? I need some dudes who can animate so I can get some of these classic episodes animated. Yeah, that shit was funny. It was random as hell. This nigga called up and said his homegirl is having sex in the car with a bunch of different dudes. What? Yeah, man, my homegirl be parking the car in front of my house just fucking niggas. Okay, I mean, okay. Oh, y'all got to hear it. This shit is funny. People used to call up with all types of shit. Yeah, that's the favorite episode. I gotta animate that one. The damn peanut brittle episode. That's another one, and people still fuck with me. Some promoters brought me to Ohio, and he's like, "Yeah, man, I got something you can take in your dressing room." That nigga gave me some peanut brittle. I'm like, "Boy, y'all niggas got jokes." Yeah, the dude you remember that, Alicia? The dude who called up who used to say "Yes." What happened to him? Whatever happened to that dude? We had some dude, I know he was from Texas, and he used to say the word yes real funny. And I wonder whatever happened to that dude. And I swear to God, to this day, When I see C's Candy, man, I feel a certain way. When I see a C's Candy, I feel a certain way. To this day, I don't like C's Candy. When I see a C's Candy, nigga, I get angry and walk away. I walk on the other side of the road when I see a C's Candy. That peanut brittle fucked me up. Jay Slim was classic. And shout out to Jay Slim. Jay Slim, him and his lady came to my lecture in Atlanta. I brought Jay Slim on stage. Jay Slim, that was one of my favorites. Jay Slim was funny as shit. I'm so glad Jay Slim got a lady. How many of you, who don't know about Jay Slim? If you don't know about Jay Slim, press 1. Oh yeah, the homo thug was trying to talk about my nose. Yeah, you and your big nose. I said, oh, this nigga's a damn fashion queen. You got a big nose. Hey, look at your cheeks. Is this nigga a cosmetic thug? I got a skincare thug on the phone. Oh, that nigga was trying. Oh yeah, I remember that now. Yeah, the homo thug, the homotep thug. This nigga was trying to sound hard, but saying the moistest shit. Nigga, fuck, you ain't even got no, nigga, your cheeks ain't even that full, nigga. Look at your lips. Nigga, do you know how fucking moist you sound right now? Oh, yeah. Y'all don't know about Jay Slim. Oh, there's a lot of y'all don't know. But look, years ago, I had a brother named Jay Slim call Ustream. My old school 300, they remember Jay Slim. He's a brother down in Atlanta. He called the live stream. He was like, hey, Tariq, man, I write poems, brother. Can I promote my poem book? I'm like, yeah, sure. What's the book? What's the name of your book? It's called Blood on My Eye. It was some crazy fucking... Oh, I said, what? The poem book, what was the name of the book? The book sounded crazy. I'm thinking it's about to be the love of my life. He's like, yeah, I like to promote my poem book. Like, blood in my ear. What? What's these poems about? Say, yeah, you can read a sample on the website. Nigga. This nigga poems were rapey as fuck. This nigga poems were rapey as hell. It was scary. We started reading this nigga's poems, and that shit sounded like damn Jeffrey Dahmer wrote them bitches. Like, as I see you in the window, I grab you by your shirt. I love you from behind as I hold you in the dirt. I whip your panties to the side, open your legs wide. No one can hear you cry. We're like, nigga, what is this? Yeah, that's called window love. What the fuck are you talking, nigga? This shit sounds like a crime, dude. Y'all, I ain't making this shit. This nigga, I'm telling y'all, some of the listeners who were around then, didn't that nigga have them rapey ass poems? I ain't making none of this nigga poems were rapey as fuck, man. This nigga, he had a whole book of them shits. I'm like, dude, you know you can get arrested. I'm like, are any women out here know this nigga? Like, damn. These were real fucking poems. These were straight up and down. This nigga was serious as hell with these rapey ass poems. All of the poems had some shit where he's assaulting somebody. He's like, yes, I got another. Okay, this poem right here, I'm really promoting this one. And I wrote this last summer in the rain. Oh, okay. I look through the bushes at you walk across the street. The smell in your scent makes the wind sweet. As I slowly walk, I cover thy mouth. I pull you down into my house. I don't want to read no more of this shit. I don't want to become an accessory to whatever the fuck you done to somebody, nigga. This shit was about covering motherfuckers' mouths and as I see you, I feel other than the norm. I grab a bottle of chloroform and I put it around your nose, pull down your panty hose, and I tie it around your neck, you will give me thine respect. Nigga. Dude. It was, what was it? It was called Blood from My Heart or something, right? Yeah, it was called Blood from My... Let me see if I can Google, because just... Hold on, Blood from My Heart. Hold on, Jay Slim. Shout out to Jay Slim. Where's the... Hold on, I'm trying to Google to see if his poems are still around. The feds probably confiscated his poems. Hold on. I'm typing in Jay Slim poems. Hold on. Where? Okay, they didn't got rid of. Okay, here, Jay Slim. Okay, we got him on United Players of America website. And when you type in Jay Slim's poems, hold on. I see a link to the United Players of America website. Oh, wait, I'm trying to see. Oh, damn. Hold on. I can't even get to the website. Hold on. Oh, shit. Okay. Okay, I haven't been on the site so long. Hold on, I'm trying to look up Jay Slim poems. Hold on 1 second. I can't even find his poems. I can't even find them. They done scrubbed the internet of that nigga's poems. Yeah, they got that nigga poems in an evidence locker. Man, I'm low-key for real trying to look for his poems, and they done took his poems off the internet. Oh yeah, I used to do that back then. I used to do some assistant macking for the dudes. Some of these niggas, I sealed the deal with them, and they fucked it up anyway. Man. As I eat your cake, when you're not awake. But yeah, Jay Slim, well, he had some crazy ass thoughts. And speaking of white dudes on the internet, back when we had Ustream, there was a dude in the chat room named Mini Pimp. Remember him? And he used to talk a gang of shit in the chat room, Mini Pimp. And back then on Ustream, they had it set up where people can get on live with you. People could get on live with you. So we could show people on the camera. You dig? So I would have girls get on camera and all that stuff. And Mini Pimp was talking shit. And he got on there. Mini Pimp was like a 12-year-old white boy. Little fat white boy who looked like Eric Cartman. It was hilarious. We got his ass on, a little bitty fat 12-year-old white boy and his mama in the room. Get off the internet. Fuck, Mom. Yeah, back in the glorious my Smiley. No, Smiley's my homegirl. I love Smiley. Smiley, yeah, Smiley, the beautiful Smiley. Very beautiful sister down there. She used to live in Augusta. She lives in Atlanta now. That's when Smiley used to get on there. We used to have her on there all the time. Who was the guy I talked about that was sleeping with a millionaire chick? I don't remember. No, it was Jay Slim. I remember it very specifically. It was Jay Slim. Is Jay Slim on YouTube? Let me see if he's on YouTube. Hold on. Let me see if Jay Slim is on YouTube. And also go to minkslide.com to get your Mink Slide shirts. Jay Slim poem. Let's see if Jay Slim is on YouTube. Okay, yes. Okay, yeah. Well, Jay Slim, he is on YouTube. Okay, hold on. He's reading one of his poems. Hold on.
Hey, what's good, everyone? This is your boy, Jamel J. Slim Miller, here again with another video blog. I haven't did one in a couple weeks, so I decided,
I haven't heard this one.
I'm going to do a video blog. So anyways, basically,
Hold on.
it's basically poetry format with
I
story.
want to hear him read a poem.
This poem was inspired by RZA from the Wu-Tang Clan. If y'all don't know, if y'all, I guess you've been hiding under a rock or whatever.
Read the poem, Jay.
It was inspired by that book. Basically, the book is this
Come on, Jay.
really deep book, and they feed my mind. Tell me I don't have the right to tell the truth. Try to inject me with poison, brainwash my mind with buffoonery. No way, I'm breaking the chains. Take control of my life. Separate myself from the 85% of the world that's controlled with ignorance. Building my mind as a king like Solomon.
That one ain't bad. I want the ones. I want to see the ones about the ladies. Hold on.
What's good, everyone?
Hold on. I want the ones about the ladies. Hold on.
Let me get my own self some snaps right there.
Hold on.
You know, basically, I'm talking from a guy's point of view that's talking to a young lady that's saying, look, I know those other guys that
Hold on.
beautifully American. When I speak from the heart. Just like that poem is from the heart, I speak from the website, www.jslimworld.com.
Hold on. Let me see if that website is still legit. Hold on. Hold on. jslimworld.com. No, it don't exist no more. Yeah, the feds done got that nigga site. I'm trying to hear what his poem is. Hold on.
Money. This one is going to show my romantic side off a little bit. So this one's going to be for the ladies.
Uh-oh.
So this one is not in blood from my heart. So this is one I just wrote a couple days ago.
Yeah, the poem. So this one is not from blood from my heart. Okay. I heard this one. Hold on.
And it's called The Only Beautiful That Matters. I don't have it memorized, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, I'm going to be reading off a piece of paper. I'm not even going to sit here and lie. But, hopefully you enjoy it.
Come on, Jay.
Here we go. The only beautiful that matters. I know you hear this every day, but I think you're the most beautiful woman I ever seen. I want to give you the world. Your smile lights up my world. I know I have not told you this. I stay in the cut, looking at all the other men sweat you. You tell them thank you. I know they're just an afterthought when you walk away.
This is stalking, nigga.
But I don't want to be an afterthought. No. I want to be your only thought. The one that makes your heart skip a beat. The one, when you think of me, a smile comes across your face. The one that creates water between your thighs. So when I call you beautiful, I will mean it. I want you to remember when I call you beautiful. So I will wait until my beautiful means something. When I call you beautiful, I want my beautiful to be the only one that matters.
There you go.
Thank you.
All right, Jay. When I see you in the cut, I'm looking at that butt. After I hold you down and bust a nut, I'm going to run off. All right, Jay. So now that one wasn't from blood from my heart. I'm trying to find blood from my heart. Family, help me find the blood from my heart poem book now. Now I want to find it. Now I want to find that book. He probably got rid of that book because he knew how crazy the shit was. He probably scrubbed the internet from the Blood from My Heart poem book, nigga. I'm telling you, that shit sounded crazy. The water from your thighs. I gotta find that book now, nigga. Nigga, that shit sounded like some pages from Silence of the Lambs. So y'all gotta help me find the Blood from Your Heart book. My God, we gotta find that damn book now. We're gonna make that shit a collector's item. Yeah, I think he really destroyed that book. He got rid of the website because somebody probably knocked on that nigga's door like, excuse me, sir, we need to look around a little bit based on your poems. We have reason to believe that there's a bitch in your basement somewhere, nigga. Oh, man. No, Jay Slim is a good dude. He's a real good sport about it, man. I hope he's still with his lady. He got him a little lady. He was chilling. He got wait, was that it? Whoa, is that? Hold on, no, shop. Hold on, let me get that link. Hold on, wait, let me get that. Somebody, hold on, hold on, let me get that. Somebody got a link of it. Hold on. Shop Jamel Miller Blood from My Heart book. Hold on. We're gonna find that damn book. Hold on. Is it on eBay or some shit? Hold on. Oh, I'm looking. Hold on. I'm looking. It's on shop.com. Look at. Okay, I don't see it. Okay, yeah, I don't see it. Oh, come on. Yeah, it's not on here. I don't see it. Damn, when shop.com don't even have the shit, you know something's wrong. .com, okay. Yeah, it's not even on here. Blood from My Heart by Lulu. Okay, I'm gonna look it up on Lulu. Lulu.com. Okay. What's up, Rise Judah? You said, where's my hair? It's between your mother's thighs. Still I rise. Lulu. I'm gonna look it up on Lulu. Yeah, I'm gonna see if it's on Lulu. But anyway, man, look, I'm out here in Hawaii, man. I be out here. I'm working on these books and albums and all that stuff. I got to get back to work. Y'all got me on here posting. I've been with y'all for like 3 hours, man. Shit, y'all got me on here heavy. It's on Lulu Shop. Okay, how do I allow links on this thing? I don't know how to allow links. I'll look it up on Lulu though. All right, y'all. No, the lighting in here is kind of janky. The lighting is janky. But look, I thank everybody who gave to the Melanoid Ministries. Y'all got me up here. I'm supposed to be working and writing, and I'm up here clowning around with y'all. It's been fun, though, man. Thank everybody for giving to the Melanoid Ministries and all that good stuff. Yeah, I'm gonna play the Wendy Wright thing. I got to play it. I got to play that. I got to call Mama Peanut and see how she's doing. Y'all got me neglecting the wife and the family, fucking around with y'all. All right, but go minkslide.com. Minkslide.com to get Mink Slide shirts. Get 1804, The Hidden History of Haiti, at 1804movie.com. Go to TariqElite.com to get some of that fresh gear. Michael Gardner, you proposed to your queen. She said yes. That's what's up, brother. DJ Scrap Dirty, my dude. Much respect to you. Go to hiddencolorsfilm.com. Much respect, Dean Hosts. All right. Y'all be good, man. Y'all have a good night, family. You have a prosperous week. I'm going to holler at you guys this week. Peace.